Yo, Bully and the Beast podcast.
Yo.
I'm Lorel.
It's your boy Wax.
And we got two extremely special guests. This is family that's in the building today. Okay. Now we got my homegirl, Alex, and we got Gumbo in the building.
Bow.
Period. Now, I know y'all have heard everything about Gumbo, and if you didn't hear, you're fucking late. You're out of the loop.
You're a
and
motherfucking Dumbo.
You're a Dumbo.
DB.
Period. Okay. Now, for the people that don't know y'all, explain what y'all got going on right now. Why everybody is saying Gumbo. Why y'all are everywhere. Explain them a little something about yourselves.
We're the first black couple in the cannabis industry. We help people with financial freedom. We help people with their credit when they're a part of our Gumbo family. We have the best cannabis on the planet.
Period.
We launch in Bangkok, Thailand, January 21st. We're partners with Cookies.
Nice.
We're just out here.
Culture.
We're the culture.
Mm-hmm.
You
It's
know,
not only flour, it's cannabinoids, gummies,
Nice.
vapes,
Nice.
clothing, as you can see.
Y'all just
merchandise.
recently dropped something with Moneybag
Bag
Yo.
Fire.
Yes.
Yo,
We just
Yoza.
signed Roddy Rebel,
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill.
Dope.
Y'all had Takeoff,
God bless Takeoff.
we
Yeah.
had Takeoff.
which is
So unfortunately, Takeoff was like our secret weapon, so to speak, because he didn't do it for the money, he didn't do it for the clout, he did it for the love.
He never took a dollar from
That
us.
was
He
my
always
brother.
showed up at anything we ever did. He'd fly there. He'd be there, the first one there.
Dope.
Crazy.
that's a hard hit. You know what I mean? Because when
And
we
I'm gonna be real, not to cut you off, Lori. It's so fucking crazy, right? And it's so strong how life is, because afterward, tell her what happened. She's about to start crying. I'm sorry.
What would take?
Offset.
Oh, so Offset was, he knew our relationship with Take, and he actually would now like to be a part of Gumbo.
that's
dope.
fire.
Yeah,
Offset called me.
That's
he's
fire.
a dope. He's actually a dope person.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, listen.
I fuck with Offset.
Yeah,
he's a
Offset is a
sag.
dope
He's a
person.
sag like me.
Yeah.
So he's like, listen.
Well, I don't think he's dope because he's a sag. Let's be clear.
Therapist.
Alex, what's your sign?
A Capricorn. We're
Okay,
coming.
let's
Therapist.
go. I didn't know that.
Oh, so I'm about to have they about to tear my ass
Yeah,
up.
now
this
I
time.
see why you was tearing him up
You're
already.
a Virgo. We don't.
Gumbo.
Shouts out to Noriega. We love you, but you know your Virgo ways.
Yeah.
God
Gumbo,
bless
finish
us.
what you were saying.
So Offset called and he's like, yo, Gumbo, I never did a weed strand. I never did a collaboration. I never wanted my weed and cookies or nothing like that. But I know what you were doing with my brother, and I just want to honor that, and I want to do my own
respect.
Gumbo with
That's
you guys.
dope.
fire.
Yeah.
So that shit was like very emotional for us because, like I said, we had a different type of camaraderie. We had a brotherhood. It wasn't a friendship. We met each other, and it was just like he'll call my wife, he'll call my daughter and check on her because she called him Uncle Danger.
Bless.
She's only 8 years old.
She say
And,
danger. Woo.
Even though he knew
Hey.
my religion and he knew like I'm Muslim, he would always send me like Bible scriptures. Like he was just a different entity. He was a different person, a different being. He was like a real angel.
He was an
because
alien.
He never ever like wanted to be outside. Like we'll call him, I'll FaceTime him. What you doing? He like, Unc, I'm in the crib.
Come eat. The
playing
chef's
the
here.
game. I ain't doing shit.
Yeah,
pull
he
up, come
just-
to the crib.
Peace.
So,
Wholesome.
it's
Seem like
such
that
an
type of guy.
unfortunate thing that
Y'all got to turn y'all phones off now. We can't be
Early.
having all that.
Early.
that's your people.
I'm just saying
No,
out
look,
loud.
that's your people.
Look, I'm saying out loud. Y'all
Not
got
to
to have
say,
your phones
not,
off.
not to say our people are any better.
So it's just a real unfortunate thing that happened, but we're gonna have Takeoff's legacy, and he's gonna live vicariously through Gumbo.
That's a fact.
We taking them with us.
That's a fact.
fire.
And that's something that he's someone we're never going to forget. And I'm not going to lie. He's someone that when it happened, it literally impacted everybody.
Yeah.
Even if you never met him, I've seen people.
I was almost confused.
Yeah, you get what
Yeah.
I mean?
Like,
And
was it
like,
supposed to happen?
I had the pleasure of like interviewing him a couple times.
Yeah.
And he was always, it's so crazy because people be thinking that he's gonna be the quiet one, but he talked more than everybody
Yeah,
else in the
he's
interview.
super
Once he
smart.
gets to
he
know
was
you.
so
Crazy.
smart.
Yeah.
Once he gets
So
to know you, because
smart.
he's very private.
He gets comfortable,
So,
and
you
then
know,
he
once
But
he
he's
know
super
you-
smart.
Yeah.
He was super smart, like about so many different things. Like I never met a rapper that was that smart.
right.
Except for Jay-Z. Jay-Z's a smart guy.
Mhm.
But he was smart, and he was like Gumbo, like hit the soul, like when he talked, and he was just different.
So I will say, anybody that I put on a gumbo, they literally call me like I have a trunk
plethora.
of it, and they're like, "Yo, could you?" Because it's something different, right? It's something about it. It's fire.
Thank
We all
you.
know the cookies brand, right?
Thank you.
But
Show him.
it's just a little.
It kind of matches your outfit.
It does, and that's what usually happens
Fire.
when fate goes
Yeah,
with things.
yeah,
But
that's fire.
I think maybe for me it hits a little bit different because I've known both of you for so many years,
Yeah.
and
Well,
I think
can you
this is-
tell him how long you and I go back?
Oh my God, I think since I was like about 20 years old, and I'm not gonna tell y'all how old I am now,
Sheesh.
long
You
time.
hear
but
me
like a
saying
long
sheesh?
time. And I've known
Yeah.
you younger than that, actually,
Yeah.
when I was like about 18 years old.
Yep.
And from different spaces
You
or
were
whatever
rapping.
the case, but
I
always
remember.
been solid, always.
Yeah.
And then when y'all got together, I was like, this makes a lot of sense.
Everyone
and this is
says
Yo.
that.
Everybody- y'all a
like
dope-ass
knew us,
couple.
knew
Yeah.
us separately. Always say, "Oh my gosh, that was gonna be a millionaire. That was $1 million scheme." Like,
Because
that's
but you
everybody
worked in
says
the
that.
industry. Like
Yeah.
some people don't understand that both of y'all have
Yeah.
worked in the industry
Yeah, a
for
lot of people
years.
don't know that. You know,
Yeah.
I did a lot of work with Lil Wayne. That's the time that L'Oreal and I met each
yeah.
other. We were very young at the time.
Yeah.
And we were around a very huge industry.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm so elated that my son just walked in, K Hound. He's a very, like, one of the illest
Oh,
drill
hold on! Don't make
rappers
his head any bigger than
from
mine.
the Bronx. But
Please.
you know,
Give it to
in life we have technical difficulties and we go through things. But my son is like, he's a prime example of what the hell I'm talking about, because he went through something that he really didn't have anything to do with. But what Allah taught him was that, you know, when you forget me, I will put you somewhere where you will remember me the most.
That's
And they can
right.
get your
Facts.
attention.
And
yeah.
you know, people, places, and things. You just have to be mindful. Like, don't get caught up in the rapture. Don't get caught up in the glitz and the glam, because all this shit is a facade.
That's
Don't
a
get
fact.
caught up in Instagram and think it's real.
That's
Because
a fact, too.
that shit ain't real.
Yeah, because
That's
you know you
people's
can't
lives
take
right
none of
now.
this shit
Yeah,
with you when you die. You know, it looks good. You know, it feels good. You know, to have and obtain certain shit. But when you're doing it for like your children, and you're doing it for the a legacy and the culture, that it's just different for us. Because that's what I'm doing it for. Like, I ain't doing it for me. People see me, they be like, yo, Big Gumbo. I just pull out a rack of money and just start giving it to them. And they be like, yo, he's the realest ever. And I don't do it to show off or anything. I do it because I come from the South Bronx. I come from Forest Projects. I
Right.
come from poverty. You know, so
We were in Egypt, and it's dangerous there, by the
Right.
way.
Yeah.
If anybody's going to Egypt,
I
it's
wanna go to
very
Egypt.
dangerous.
Yeah, I
we
didn't
had to
know
have
that.
a tour bus. We
Curious
had to
and
have
everything.
armed guards.
Really? Yeah.
Armed guards walked us onto the plane.
Okay.
I've never seen a gun pass security. They walk you. It's very dangerous.
Thank you for telling me this.
Yeah, he saw. Well, I spotted it. There was kids eating grass. Like, that's how poor.
Oh, wow.
And Luka was like, "Stop the bus." I'm like, and the security's even like, "No, bro, we can't stop. This is dangerous. You can't stop the bus." No, stop the bus. And he starts handing out $100 bills in the hoods of Egypt. Like,
God bless you, man.
the hoods of Egypt are like,
That's fire,
make-
though.
pink houses look like the Beverly Hills
The
Hotel.
fucking mansion,
You know what I mean?
right?
Like, I was
Ouch.
like, what is he doing? No, come back on the bus.
But like what people don't even understand, like the room right now that we're in is a lot of successful people of color in this room
Yeah,
right
that's
here
facts.
where we sit.
and that's what
and
gumbo is for us.
That's fire.
You know, putting our black and Latino, our black and brown people together. We have we have so many different ethnicity of people though.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just a beautiful thing.
So what we do here on the Bully and the Beast podcast,
Yes.
we give people advice. And they want the
Greatest.
good advice, the hood advice. Like we always gonna get them the real shit, right? So how they hit us up is they reach out to us in a DM. How can they do that,
Up in
Wax?
the DMs, hit us at Bully and the Beast Podcast. Holla at us, yo.
And we've had some pretty tricky things, some pretty crazy stories
I bet.
throughout the years.
Amazing.
And we're going to get into one of them right now, okay?
What we got?
Hey, L'Oreal, wax and twerk.
Yeah.
I got a little issue on my hands, and I could use a little help. I've been dating this girl for about 2 months now, and she is damn near perfect. She cares about me, makes sure I'm good, that I eat. She has her own money, all that.
Okay.
Oh, and the pussy, crab legs. What does that mean?
You know what crab legs is.
I don't know what that means.
He listens to Bully and the Beast. We appreciate you, brother.
Oh, that was you?
Come on.
What did you say about crab legs? I forgot.
Narcissist.
Yeah, you see?
Crab legs. Everybody want crab legs. When crab legs go out, everybody just it's always gone. As soon as you put the crab legs out, it's gone like this. It's so good. You know
So
what
her
I'm saying?
pussy's so good, everybody wants
Everybody
it. Is that
want
what
that
he's saying?
motherfucker.
Okay, all right. So the problem is Shorty can't handle her liquor. We went out 4, maybe 5 times, and every time this bitch is getting super fucking wasted. When she's drunk, she gets angry, and then she turns into a different person. I'm weak. She gets, don't fucking point at me, nigga, because I will fucking turn into a different
I know right
person.
now. She's drinking now. Hi.
She gets paranoid and thinks everyone is staring at her and thinks they're trying her.
Uh-huh.
It's like try to calm down a raging bull in a rodeo. The craziest thing is the next morning she wakes up and pretends like nothing ever happened.
Sounds all right. Did you write this, L'Oreal?
That's Lee.
Yo.
He tried to put it on you.
Look, okay. Like, do you remember we almost got kicked out of the fucking restaurant? Her excuse is she doesn't remember, she didn't eat, and that I should forgive her just because she's
Sounds
a different
familiar.
person when she
Yes.
drinks. It's not her fault.
Jekyll
Same
and Hyde.
excuse every time. And this has been the 5th time. Enough
Liability.
is enough. What do I do? Please help.
Nobody can
That's
afford their liability.
hilarious.
Nobody can afford their liability. She sounds like she a liability. Especially she don't even know exactly what happened after. So it's like
You
she's
talking
trying
to
to
a person
escape.
that don't drink, though. This nigga don't drink
that's
nothing.
why, because I don't. Every time I was drunk, every time I was drinking, I had a baby or I got locked up. So I ain't got time for that shit. That's a reason why I don't do it, because I'm a different person. You know what I'm saying? When I don't drink. So when I drink. So I think that she need to sit there and just chill the fuck. I think you need to leave her. She's a
Just
liability.
stop fucking with her.
She's a liability, bro. Because she's trying to escape something anyway. So if you can't be her crutch and you can't be her drink, you know what I'm saying? You can't be there because she's going to actually do something. And she'd be like, I killed 3 people last night in the car
So that
accident.
mean he can't drink either?
He could drink. He could handle his shit.
Around her and then she can't drink?
I mean, if you think that she's going to sit there and try to copy you and you know the consequences after that, I don't think you should do it. Like certain dudes, I'm not going to punch somebody in the face with it because he's going to shoot the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Certain niggas, I'm not punching this nigga in the face. I'm going to wait till my other dude that's going to fight too. You know what I'm saying? Certain dudes, like, you punch him in the face, he got to get it. So certain things I'm not going to do around certain people because I'm going to have to deal with the consequences after it. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't think that she's going to stay sober, don't drink around her. Certain things you just don't do. Go to church with her ass all the time because she's fighting a demon and she's trying to escape it. That's why she's drinking so much. She's trying to escape her,
What'd
her
you say,
real
Alex?
life.
Yo, damn, this used to be me with me and Luka at the beginning of our relationship.
Yeah, I think it used to be me,
You know-
and it might
Yeah,
be me
the
sometimes.
beginning of
still.
our relationship.
I think this is me and L'Oreal beginning of ours.
I don't think people
I'm-
trying me though, because they know
in
better
the
than
beginning
that.
of me and Luka's relationship, I wasn't drunk. Like I would get, my mother died. I was a drunk, and I would get like wasted, and just be like, be cool, and and then I would just turn on him like, yeah, remember that, and yo, and then I would go to sleep, and then he'd be like, yeah, you told me this, and I'd be like,
Oh
I
shit!
said that?
Yeah.
I never said
That
you're
feels
lying. I'd be
crazy.
like, yo, you're lying. But you know when, and this is what you have to do. You can change this woman because this is the only
That's a
thing.
fact.
Let me tell you what
That's a
he
fact.
did to me that made me stop drinking like that.
I
and
can't wait to hear this. I'm mad
changed
excited.
our life.
What's that?
When I was getting drunk like that, he started asking me questions. And I would be telling on myself.
Drunk words and sober thoughts.
And then when he in the morning, he'd be like, yeah, I thought you told me that back in the day you didn't do X, Y, Z, and da-da-da. And I'd be like, what are you talking about? And he'd be like, yeah, I asked you last night while you was drunk.
I ain't
And you
drinking no
told
more.
me.
And I told him, and I was like, yeah, I'm not drinking like that.
Yeah, let me chill. Look, let me chill a little bit.
Since then, I'm cool. Like I don't.
Great strategy,
I don't know
my
your
brother.
limits.
Great
I
strategy.
know my limits
You know
now.
your
I don't know because I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna say when I'm drunk. So
Oh,
that do that to her, ask her some shit you always wanted to know, and if she tell you the truth
Oh,
and
nah,
recite
you
it
giving
back.
away too
No,
much.
recite it
Nah, we
back.
gotta cut that out.
Nah, I'm just being
Because let me
honest.
tell you something. I talk to a motherfucker and be like, I spoke to you for 30 minutes
Yo,
yesterday.
I used to drunk call people and everything, and they would call me in the morning and be like, "Yo, that was ill. The story you told me." I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I gotta stop. This is bad." You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, do that.
Yeah, I can't
I
do
promise
that.
you, you'll fix it.
What you think, Gumbo?
If you love her, keep her.
Yeah. He always trying to lead
Because-
somebody.
I'm not.
No,
That's why he's probably by
I'm
himself.
gonna be real.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, if you can accept a person for their faults, then that's true love.
That's true love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only with you because of your fault.
If I could do some shit to you that was really fucked up, and I know I was in the wrong, and you accepted that from me, then, you know, he accepted it.
Right.
Yeah, he
Like,
did.
you know, bitch, you was drunk last night.
Yeah.
You wilded out. Like, yo, you blacked out. And she's like, oh, no, but I don't know. And he's like, damn, he said everything. She got all the good qualities that he's looking for. She's just a Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
But where would it
Some-
start becoming a liability to him?
But alcohol's a drug. That's what you don't understand.
Yeah,
That's
well,
an addiction.
anything that you overdo, anything that you abuse, is definitely going to be bad for you. Now, he can monetize, or he can slow it up a little bit, like Alexis said, or he can try to, like, you know, say or do some shit that'll knock her off, that she don't want to be that drunk. Like, babe, you know, let's drink sociably. Like, you know,
Yeah.
let's drink some wine. Let's get off the heavy 1942. Or
Let's
get
be
off
clear,
the
I don't-
Hey, don't take no motherfucking shots at me, Alex. I don't like that.
Well, I'll be honest. 1942 is my blackout drink.
That's
and I said
mine
that,
too.
Yeah, it's a black.
I'm not gonna, but it's the only drink that I can sip
crazy.
slow and
Yeah.
enjoy.
No,
But
now
when
I
I'm
know how to
outside,
sip it.
I black out.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Now I sip it, but also too, now that I have the bag for real,
Yeah.
I don't do stuff like that because you could really sue me now. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you gotta be
Before, I
careful.
didn't care because I didn't have nothing to lose. Like,
Oh, now
what are you
you
gonna
know-
take? My Benz?
The
Take
crazy
it.
thing that you say that, right? I felt like the same way, and I was being violent and doing things. And you know what made me stop? My friend got in trouble for something that happened with me.
Oh, yeah.
So when she got in trouble, I felt mad bad. Because
Yeah.
it's one thing for it to be yourself.
Yeah.
But when it's somebody else jumping and they the motherfuckers that getting jammed up and they got to go to court and they get
Ouch.
arrested,
Nah.
it was a little fucked up because, and I'm going to tell you, it wasn't my fault though. I'll tell you that much. I was in it. No, but listen to it. I'm in D.C. I lived in D.C. for 6 months when I first started doing radio 3 years
Oh, you
ago.
did time.
That's how I felt.
Oh, my God.
I felt like I was in jail. And
Yeah.
I shout out to everybody in
Yeah,
DC
shout
because
out
I
to
love
DC,
y'all. Y'all
yeah.
show mad
Facts.
love. But it wasn't for me.
No.
Everything ain't for everybody,
Right.
right? But I got cool with my homegirl. She from the Philippines and shit. She owned all these nail shops out there. Shout out to her. Go to Mimosas too. Y'all drink and get your nails done. It's open till fucking 1 a.m.
Nice.
Dope
Nice.
shit.
And
That's
yeah,
dope.
she's
Nice.
fire.
Nice.
We go to a Chinese restaurant, an authentic one that's open till like 4 in the morning.
Wow.
So I'm standing there and I'm with real motherfucking Asian motherfuckers, right? Like they don't play no games. This nigga's in some kind of not my business, but he in
Right.
the mix.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I get up from the table and I guess an Asian man walks in and he appreciate the fact that I'm sitting here with authentic Asian people. And he called me a nigger.
Oh, not while you was on 42.
Shit, she ain't gotta be a 42 for that.
So basically,
Look, if you broke,
obviously
boy.
that's what happened, right? But she jumped in, started going crazy. And the crazy thing is the nigga left, but somebody else was there, and I guess she hit the nigga.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was on the first nigga, like I ain't.
Yeah.
He ran out the back door. He must have knew them
Yeah.
or whatever. The guy stays. He said, "I'm pressing charges on you."
Oh.
And she ended up getting arrested. And there was nothing I could do because what the fuck I'm going to say, take me instead?
Yeah.
They wasn't here. He wanted to press charges on her. He
Right.
knew who she was.
Oh.
So he knew she had money in the city or whatever.
That's corny.
So that is what made me like get my shit together and be like, you can't put your hands on people because
No.
people know who the fuck you are.
Yeah, facts.
And people will try to come for everything
Yeah,
that
that's
you work
a
for.
certified fact.
Everything,
And
guaranteed.
that'll stop your ass real quick.
Yeah,
You know what
that'll
I mean?
slow
I
the
still drink.
drinking down.
I'll still drink
I'm
it.
still a drink champ.
Yeah, yeah.
Noriega will tell you I will drink him under the table.
Which I feel like is not that hard.
Yeah,
'Cause he drinks
yeah,
like that. Yeah, he gets drunk
he-
really quickly.
But we can't.
Oh, never mind.
yeah,
Just kidding.
Just kidding, Nori. But yeah, no, Nori's my drinking partner. He always says I'm his favorite drinking partner. But I know where to drink, when to drink, and
Yeah.
how to drink now. I can't Just
Yes.
and I have no reason to drink like that. Like I got through a lot of stuff. You know.
Do you
so.
ever stop like for periods of time? Because Wax, you don't drink. Gumbo, you drink here and there, or no? Not
I'm a smoker. Yeah.
I'm a smoker.
Yeah.
I'm a bofer.
I smoke like I smoke like a fish.
I-
I gotta smoke
Both.
all day.
I'm a bofer.
I do stop drinking, and my stop drinking is I'll only drink wine.
Me too.
But I drink
Yo,
every
you
day.
really my Capricorn
Yeah, no,
sister?
that
That's
you know,
mad
Capricorns
crazy.
we drink.
That's how we
yeah,
think,
women
too.
we're
Do
drinking.
We like
you
we
hear me
stop
over here
drinking.
shutting
It's
up?
just wine.
Yeah, it's
Champagne.
wine.
Two
Like, oh, I
Capricorns, Wax shutting up.
Yeah,
I'm over
leave. Why don't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, so
You
what
ain't
we're
gonna
gonna
win, what?
I'm glad
I
you
know.
said it.
I know.
so what we're gonna tell him is to stay with her and work it out. That's what we all
Yeah.
agree. That's the majority.
Unless,
you say no.
unless she becomes a liability.
Don't listen to
you.
him.
Crazy.
Don't
Yeah.
listen to him.
But you should find out what the issue is. How about that?
Yeah,
if you
help
care
her
about
through
this
it.
bitch,
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I
Yes.
said.
yeah,
Yes.
that's
I said stick
Therapy.
with the
Therapy.
bitch.
yeah, like you gotta
Therapy.
first ask her what's wrong.
Yeah.
Why we drinking like this?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why every day?
Cause shit, people could have been like, "Oh, leave her alone. She's a drunk. She gonna get you killed, or she gonna kill you."
Yeah.
People gonna say that though.
I mean, anybody should only be with somebody because they accept their flaws.
People gonna hate though too.
You
Don't.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
Yeah, for
People
sure.
gonna hate.
For
What's
sure.
the flaw that y'all couldn't accept in any relationship? Like
Cheating.
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 Yeah.
Both of us.
Cheating is
That's
a
a no-no.
done deal for me.
Yeah.
You could cheat on me if you got pretty toes.
Okay. Wax. He's serious.
And I'm just not gonna lie to you because if you got ugly toes, I'm probably not even gonna be with you. But I'm fucked up with that shit. You know what
So
I'm
the
saying?
flaw.
That's why
can't
you're
be
single.
No, I
You're
am.
just a weirdo.
I suck.
She come in the middle, I'm fucking weak.
You sound like L'Oreal. This
You
is
do.
what this is nothing.
tell you,
I'm
that's my
expecting to hear
twin.
all this.
Come on,
I'm expecting
twin.
to hear all this whole episode. Come
All
on,
right.
keep it coming, baby.
But we got another DM. Where can they DM us at?
At Bullying the Beast podcast, holla at us, yo.
Okay. Yo, Bully and the Beast podcast, what's up? Crazy thing happened to me recently. I was minding my business when out of nowhere, this bad joint that I went to high school with FaceTimed me on IG. First of all, if anybody calls me on a fucking video phone call on Instagram, fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I would never
But
answer
you don't
that.
know what
Fact.
it's for, though.
No.
What? You
I mean,
would
if you see a
answer
bad chick like I know her from high school, like, you know, you might do that. Maybe a dude not be like, the
That's a
fuck are you
desperate
doing?
call.
The fuck are you
That's
doing?
a desperate call. Anyway.
He's down. Go ahead.
She asked if anyone was around, and I said, nah. So then she continues to say, I'm just horny and I'm trying to fuck. So fast forward to later that night, I pick her up to fuck her in my car.
Early.
And the bitch is ghetto, like the definition of ratchet. I know I was just being used for dick, but damn, my dick could barely get hard because of how she was trying to rush me and how my music, and she kept saying the music I was playing was trash.
She must be a Capricorns.
Shut
Controls. Left, right.
the fuck up. I hate
there,
this
right
nigga. The crazy part was I was in there from the back. I hear Shorty say next song as I was.
Shut up!
Shout out.
I like this fucking girl. She probably got sick by me.
Nah, yo, this is crazy.
I sit there.
Legend.
She
Yes,
said next
I
song.
like
So
that.
as I'm about to change the song, she says, no, not you, dummy. This bitch got her AirPods in listening to music. This can't be fucking real. I was having a threesome this whole time. Me, Shorty, and Siri. She wasn't playing me any mind. Every 30 seconds, she kept saying, Siri, next song. Cheers. I don't need any advice, but maybe y'all can still help me out. Have anybody ever done anything disrespectful, or have y'all ever got disrespected during sex?
Yes.
I know I
Sure.
can't be the only one.
No.
By the name, my name is Mo.
No,
What
no,
the fuck? This bitch was
No.
talking to Siri while she was getting fucked. That dick was whack.
Yo, I know my
That
dick
shit
is
was
whack.
trash.
I had to
Facts.
pinch a girl because my boys was listening, and it's like, I had to pinch her. It's like, it's nothing I could do. She wasn't doing nothing at all. And another embarrassing thing,
What the
I'm
fuck are
horrible.
you talking to? I just missed. Did you miss that? Because
Yeah,
I have
what
no
the-
idea what he just
He's
said.
a he's a
Said he had to
Virgo. I
pinch
don't
her.
I don't
I had to
understand
pinch her
half the
because
shit he
I
said.
couldn't. Well, she wasn't doing nothing. She was just laying there. And I
Oh,
was
so
like,
you had to pinch her during
just to
sex?
get some type of scream or something.
Was she drunk, Wax? Did you
No,
take
she
advantage
wasn't
of this
drunk.
woman?
She wasn't drunk at all.
He had to hear the because he's a
I needed
narcissist
some-
Virgo.
No, but I mean, but,
I'm not gonna
but that's
lie,
man-
I need
that's
to hear
every
a little
man's pride,
something,
though.
too.
And no man can sit there and have sex with a girl and she's not doing nothing. You're not gonna build your pride. Sex is only for a man's pride, for a woman's pleasure. You see what I'm saying? So if you just sitting there laying there,
I Alex, I gotta listen to shit like this every fucking.
You don't.
Matter of fact, oh my God, really quickly, this is the 200th episode.
Oh,
so that's a big ass.
200.
I just thought about that, so I had to listen to this bullshit 200 times at least, and I can't fucking believe. Listen to what he said to you. Sex is what?
For a man's pride and for a woman's pleasure. Wow. Because when we actually going in and out, if that shit felt good for us, the way it feel for y'all every time we do it, we busting in 2 seconds.
Y'all do sometimes.
Nah, even head, it's like I gotta fake it to make you give you motivation. But at the end of the day, if that shit really felt that good, the way I act like it feel, I'm a nut in 2 seconds. I'm just rocking with you. I'm rocking with you to give you motivation. Know what I mean?
Damn.
Listen, when you first
need
doing
crab
curls,
legs.
listen,
You need some crab legs.
No, good
He
pussy.
is a crab.
See, crab
He
legs
needs
is actually
crab
good
legs.
pussy. You don't be with good pussy because good pussy will ruin your life. You can't think without that shit. You can't go out nowhere.
No, I do want you, because we need to stay on
Leave that
topic,
shit.
but I do
Okay.
want you to explain that to them really quickly, that you feel like you can't deal with a woman that has really good pussy.
Pussy can't be too good. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like the good pussy, that's a girl I'm just fucking.
But why? Tell them why.
Because I know I could just get away from her. Like she gonna fuck my brain up. She like, I'm
See, he fucked up in the head.
He's
Yeah.
fucked up in the head, right?
He's a narcissist.
No,
Fucking-
why?
Fucked
No,
up in
why?
the head.
Because I say I'm a narcissist, but
Narcissist.
it's like, you know how people insecure. I'm out of cure.
Okay,
you know what
here
I'm
we
saying?
go with
Because
this.
it's like
I'm just
I'm
into
not
that.
the guy that ever got cheated on. I was a side guy. So when she was saying I'm going to yoga class, and my girl said she going to yoga, now I'm like, fuck you mean you going to yoga? The last girl I was fucking was going to yoga. You see what I'm saying? So the insecure is I'm out of cure. I'm the guy that was on the outside looking in.
No,
watching
you're a
this shit.
narcissist because you know if you deal with a girl with good pussy, you're gonna make her your first priority, and narcissists can't do that.
That's a fact. And that's
Yeah.
a little sad that you can't control yourself.
Yeah.
Like, how you got
You
no
might be a
self-control?
therapist. Or
Yes.
kin to her.
But you have no self-control, and that's a little weird to me.
What you mean?
Like, you're a grown-ass man, and you can't stop yourself from doing things that's not going to be beneficial to your fucking success.
What you mean? Like what?
You saying you going to be chasing behind the bitch all the
No,
time?
no, that's why I know not to do that. Certain things I'm not going to do. I don't do coke because I say coke's a hell of a drug. I'm not going to put myself in that situation. I don't smoke. I don't drink coffee because I see how people don't talk to me unless I drink coffee.
Well, Luka's a crackhead.
You know what I'm saying? No, but you see what I'm
But
saying?
you fuck bitches, though.
That's one of the cracks that I know that I need to chill
he
out
don't like
because
good
that
crack.
shit is crack.
He don't like good crack.
He don't like good crack.
That-
though.
that shit is
he
too-
want
cut.
whack
You want that
crack.
shit.
He want the
super
nickel
cut.
bag.
That's
Listen,
crazy.
it's only right because you know you have
want
too
the
much
baking
crack.
soda.
Who wants
Baking
that, though?
soda.
Think about that. Isn't that
soda.
weird as
No,
fuck? Mentally,
it's a-
that has to be a problem.
There's a lot of functioning
He's fucked up.
crackheads
He's
out here.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Lots of
Yeah.
functioning
You gotta find
crackheads
yourself.
out there.
Yeah,
Are
gotta
you
find
comparing yourself to a crackhead?
Well, when it comes down to certain things that I do like that I use as crack.
Get back into the topic. So what's your this guy? I couldn't imagine fucking somebody and they're on the phone talking to Siri, doing whatever. Like, with some disrespectful, like, Wax, I think is a little disrespectful. He says that he smokes a blunt while a girl
Get
gives him
head.
head.
I love it. I mean, that's how I start.
seen
Numb it up.
on the internet, I can't remember, but the dude Ash in the bitch's head.
Yo,
Watch-
family.
I can
What she do? Bite it?
Disrespectful for me is like nasty shit that I want you to do. Like maybe spit in my mouth, which I think is real nasty.
Yeah,
but like
yeah,
if I
yeah.
fuck with you, like we're gonna do that.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Like
some nasty
that's
shit.
disrespectful to me. But being on the phone with somebody, I'd be like, nah, your shit gotta be trash. There's
Yeah.
no way that I could talk on the phone and call Alex
Yeah.
if I'm getting my shit fucking
Wired.
you get what I'm saying? Like I couldn't understand. I couldn't understand somebody be like, Siri, next song. I was like, nigga, what?
Amazing.
Yeah, niggas will do disrespect, like crazy shit. Like Luka used to lick my eyeballs. Yo, I was like,
Now that's
that
some
shit be
disrespectful
sticky.
shit.
I mean, she loved it. So
Yeah.
how
no, but that
disrespectful
shit be
was it?
sticky because he smoked so much weed.
I'm not gonna lie, that might be top 3 most
I never
disrespectful
said that,
bedroom
bro.
things.
I can't
I
see
used
out
to
my
duck
eye.
girls' head into the sink in the cold water. That's whoa. That's great.
Yeah, licking
Why
the
would he do
eyeballs.
something like this?
No, because of all the coldness, like when it goes a certain place of your body, the rest of the body try to get warm and explode.
Don't
So
you love how he has all these theories that don't make sense
I
at
use
all?
them.
No.
Like I would tell people, you have a problem like constipation, put your feet in cold water when you're taking a shit. Just put your feet in cold water, and all the blood's gonna flush down to your feet. So all this right here gonna be vulnerable and weak, and you're gonna have to take shit.
Okay.
All right. So, does he fuck with this girl moving forward or hell no?
Hell
Hell no.
Nah.
Hell no, right?
She not
This
building your
bitch
pride,
got a
bro.
whole playlist and there's a bunch of niggas on there.
She from the project.
But I'm
yeah,
not even
she
gonna
to the
lie.
streets, bro.
He was fucking her in a car. Like that alone is like, nigga,
Yeah.
what is happening here?
I mean,
Them
but
usually be the
that's
good
what-
times.
That's what he wanted. That's what she wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little rough. Like that to me, I don't. Y'all ever fucked in a car?
Fuck yeah.
What are you talking
Our
about, Lorel?
first time we
She
had
raped
sex,
me in the car. She fucked me in her car.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I took him down in
You,
my
I know
car.
that's right.
Dead
That's right.
serious.
I know that's right.
And
Early.
he's been with me ever since.
Gangster.
Crab legs.
The lemon peppers.
Yo!
He didn't even know he liked
I
seafood.
was trying to be all cool and shit. She pull over. And I'm like, what the fuck she pulling over for?
Yeah.
So she like, I ain't saying nothing. She just pull over and lay my chair back and get to work. I said, wow.
I know the fuck
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
Get
And I ain't leave her ever since.
I know that's
money.
right. So any accidents almost ever happened like while you were driving and anything ever went down? Because it happened to me, so that's what I'm trying to see if it ever
I've
happened
given
to
him
you.
head and he's
Yeah.
been like swerved or whatever.
Oh.
But,
Right.
but did you die? No.
Damn near.
Did you
I
die,
damn near
though?
died from
No,
the
but
head.
he has 9 lives.
I know that's right. How many left?
Bless you.
How many left?
I don't know. He's almost there. I got life insurance.
How about you, Wax?
I got head from. I mean, I was giving the girl head, and she just got.
You
up.
gave a girl head while she was
was
driving?
No,
This
not
is
the
crazy.
driving. I was talking about like really embarrassing. I was thinking about like, damn, should I even tell this one? Like I was getting her. I was eating her out. This is young, and she just got up. Why I was putting the condom on? I'm trying to put the condom on and shit.
So it was that bad?
This nigga's a
I
bunch.
had a fucking sag. Listen, the crazy part about it, the condom was sagging so much on my meat.
Oh my God, Wax, stop.
Cause you know I gotta switch my condoms. Like I need a tuxedo. I fucking try to get a Magnum oppressor. It's like you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess she seen me try to put a saggy ass condom on my shit.
And she
She
got
got
up
the
and
fuck
just
up
walked.
and
And
left.
then what happened after that?
My boys is out there, so it's like, yo, what happened? I'm like, yeah, I nutted fast, but man, I ain't get no
L'Oreal,
pussy.
what you smoking?
I could not tell her
I'm
that.
smoking on gumbo because I'm not a Dumbo.
How is it?
That's
Fire.
Thank
I
you.
love that's the only thing I fuck with now.
Thank
Y'all
you.
got me on. You know I'm in
Oh,
Atlanta.
you're
Ain't
a
nothing
gumbo
there.
baby. Yeah.
Yeah, ain't nothing
And
there. I'm not
it
gonna lie.
sucks, man, 'cause
It's
I wanna
awful.
smoke.
Like
Yeah.
it's the worst weed in Atlanta to the point where. So I've been smoking ever since I went to college. I was like 17,
Mm-hmm.
and I started smoking in college. Right, I smoked my whole entire from 17 until now. The only time I stopped smoking is when I moved from Cali to Atlanta. To Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I stopped smoking in Atlanta for 2 years. Never
Whoa.
stopped smoking any other point in
Do
my
I remember
life.
that?
That's how bad the weed
It was
is
because
there.
the weed was so fucking trash. Imagine
Yeah.
living next door to dispensaries.
I feel so
anything.
bad for you
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
in
I hear what
Atlanta.
you're saying.
Yeah.
It's bad. I'm not gonna lie. It got better, but it's still not gumbo.
Gumbo coming soon to Atlanta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Come
gotta
on.
save
Y'all
y'all.
can go see
Your
Chubby.
lungs are on the gate.
It'd be nice if it came through me.
Man, I
Okay,
appreciate
so-
all the smoke that's going on here because I don't smoke on Sundays, and I'm hearing so much good things about gumbo.
Oh damn.
Well, what we're gonna do?
And
What we're gonna do?
give
We're gonna leave you
for
some gumbo.
Monday.
I appreciate it. 12 o'clock, I stay up
Soon-
every
It's
night.
kinda
at
like
12
giving a
o'clock to be
crackhead
able
And
to-
crack.
Lori, I brought some live rosin for you there as well.
Blessings.
That's our new collab we just did with Frosty. You can show the camera. No, not the other one. The little box. Crazy.
Okay.
That shit smack.
And that shit smacks as well. It's just like candy.
Oh, okay. So it's
Live
like gummies
rosin.
and stuff. Yeah.
It's like you can dab it, but what we do, we put it on our blunts and our joints, and it just fucking takes you even higher.
So you just put that on top of the flour.
Yeah. Or
And
just
it's
a
crazy.
little bit on your
Nice.
paper or your blunt.
Yeah, because people have a lot of
moon.
questions.
We also have the gumbo pins. I'm sorry, I have some for you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go to www.thegumboshop.com and check out the vapes that we have there as well.
Yeah.
We have gumbo wraps coming in the works, like grabber
Gumbo
leaf, but
grabber.
gumbo leaf.
Yeah.
We have gumbo grabber. So we we're working. Never
Yeah,
jerking.
come on,
Fire,
y'all.
bro.
Literally everywhere.
Every day.
Yeah.
You wanna
Everywhere,
get some
everybody's fucking with
7
y'all.
flights this week.
Is that not crazy? How does that feel right now? And it's even more crazy because it's like, did y'all think you never thought this was the space you was going to move into?
Yes, we did.
You
Yeah,
did with
Oh,
the
you knew
cannabis,
it.
you did.
Okay. Yeah.
So this was something that has been in the works for quite some time.
Yeah, I had a dispensary from, I would say, maybe 7 years ago in Colorado. I owned
Before she met me.
Before I met
Dope.
him.
Dope.
And then when she met me, she sold it and she brought me a Maybach for my birthday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was that the first year y'all were together?
Yep.
Yeah.
That thing was
Yep.
so good. She brought me a Maybach.
How did you know? No, let's talk about it though.
Early.
How did you know? Like, what made you see something special in Gumbo? Like, what was it that, you know what I mean? What was it that really stopped you to be like, I'm gonna treat him differently? Because I know you didn't do this with everybody.
No, never. I've never bought a man anything.
Anything.
Ever in
Right.
life.
Mm-hmm.
I was always never,
Yeah.
never saw myself even doing that for anybody. I've never been a trick. You know what I'm saying? But with him,
Okay, I see you.
no, but seriously, with him, it was just like people say opposites attract or whatever.
a lie.
It's a lie. We are the same person. We're both nuts. We're both, very giving, and we're both emotional people, loyal people.
Respect.
And he did something for me in my life that nobody else could do. Like, he uplifted me and made me feel better about myself. He didn't have to dim my light.
Respect.
Because men will dim your light, especially when you're like us.
To
Like,
brighten-
your light,
to
men will try to
brighten
dim.
theirs.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
try to dim your light, where he never tried to dim my light. And also, too, he never really had to, because he's so big, such a big character, that my light is like, he's like, oh, I need that light to shine
It's
on
a
me,
compliment
too.
for
Yeah,
each
but
other.
Yeah,
he needs
yeah.
my light to shine on
Yeah,
him, too.
yeah.
That's his personality. So, it just, I never met anybody like
You
him.
can find a partner that's nothing like it.
Oh, and let's be clear, by the
Nothing
way,
like it.
Alex bagged me.
Yeah, facts.
So how did that happen? Because sometimes men feel a little bit intimidated with such a strong woman
Well, I
who's
was very
successful.
intimidated when I met her. And we both had met at our jeweler. We had the same problem. Like, I had on a Cuban, she had on a Cuban, but she had on a choker, and I had on like a stupid kilo. And we both had the same problem. Like, our locks weren't
Yeah.
open, so we felt claustrophobic. So we were there at the same time. So nothing in life is
Oh, that's
accidental,
God.
nor coincidental. And when she walked in, like, my bottom lip just hit the ground. Like,
So I knew I had him already.
my
And,
jeweler,
and
like,
I've always
yo,
been a
my
chubby
jeweler-
chaser. He
my
was fat
jeweler-
as hell.
My
I
jeweler
loved
and my
him.
dude, they like, yo, chill, like, you losing it, like, you know. So I'm like, damn, in my mind, like, and then she just came at me like, yo, what's up? That's you driving that Bentley truck downstairs? I'm like, yeah, what's up? She like, I'm trying to say I'm gonna rob your fat ass.
Alex
No,
is
because let's
Early.
be clear, I always
Early.
loved fat niggas with low self-esteem. I thought. But he had high self-esteem.
Yeah, I
I
ain't
never
have no
met
low
I
self-
never
I
met a
ain't-
fat dude
I
that
don't know what
had
that
high
is.
self-esteem and like,
respect.
could
I'm
dress
him.
and he was
Ben
well
him.
But
spoken.
is this not like one of the best stories, y'all?
Nah, this
Let's
is
give it
fire.
up for this
This is
story
fire.
right here. Make
I
some
actually do love
motherfucking
it.
noise.
And
Yeah.
I'm sorry
I'm
to
not
all
even-
you
y'all
fat
not even
niggas that had
done.
low self-esteem. I'm sorry what I did to your life.
Yeah. Okay, so continue. I want to hear the rest. So what happened? We got the same problem. You said I'm gonna rob your chubby ass.
Yep.
Okay,
Well,
you
go
can finish.
ahead.
Then maybe a week later he called me FaceTime and I answered the phone.
Ass naked.
I was in the shower, but I saw
Ass,
the thing. I didn't want to not
butthole
answer.
naked.
Peace.
And I was like, but I didn't even really realize, like, I didn't realize I didn't do it intentionally, like, yeah.
Yeah.
I like answered the phone, like, this is the guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I answered the
peace.
phone. He was like, oh, and he hung up. And I was like,
So he respected you, so you also seen the respect that he had for you.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
I love that too.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't even realize, like, because I was like, oh, I like this dude. So I
Right.
answered the phone, and then when he hung up, I even realized, like, oh shit, like I'm naked.
Right.
Yeah.
But we got up like maybe a week later, and what kind of sealed the deal for me, we met up just like briefly to say what's up to each other and like, you know, maybe chop it up to see if it was really a real connection, right?
Peace, peace.
So I had to leave. It was Keisha Cole's birthday, and I was going to her birthday party, and it was at Philippe Chow in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I gotta go. You know, it was like 20 minutes into the like talking. And I was like, I gotta go. It's my friend's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, can I come? So I was like, oh, it's private. You know, I was like,
Okay.
it's, you know, it's
Yeah.
private or whatever.
142?
And he was like, where's it at? So I said, it's at Philippe Chow. So he said, well, can I wait at the bar
You
for
need
you?
more?
Yeah, please.
Okay, go. Both of us, please.
And my,
twerk.
and my joint underneath you, Casa.
Come on, let's go.
And my
Because this is,
chaser.
I'm into this. I'm into this, but I need my
I'm
drink.
chilling.
No. So I said, yeah, you could wait at the bar or whatever. I don't know how long the party will be, but yeah, you can
Yeah.
wait. So I went downstairs in Philippe's, and like I said, I was used to fat dudes with low self-esteem and everything. So when I went
Thanks.
downstairs,
42.
my homegirl at the time, Paris Phillips, and Keisha, they were like, what up, Lex? What you into? You know, what's going on? So I was like, yo, I met this dude. So they were like, you met a dude? And I was like, I really like this dude.
You knew off rip.
Off rip.
Yeah,
I told
dope,
her, I sat down. It's just the three of us at this table. You know, everybody's like around us. So we're having the girl talk. Because I just got there. So they're like, you like a dude? Right? So I'm like, because, you know, I was a beast. So they were like, you like a dude? And so I was like, nah, I really like him. Paris was like, Alexis, you. And I was like, I'm telling you, I like this dude. They were like, where's he from? I said, well, he's upstairs waiting at the bar for when we're done. So Keisha goes, Erx, the party's over. We're going upstairs to meet the dude that Alexis said she likes. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know Keisha is yeah.
She like, you know, she's open.
Yeah.
So she's like, nah, we going upstairs to meet this guy.
She was good.
Because Alexis said she likes him. And I got to see what she
So
likes.
everybody went upstairs.
Everybody.
And what you felt when they was all coming marching towards your ass?
I loved it.
So he's
ready.
standing there and he's like, you know, and so he goes, you know, he's trying to show off for me and shit. So he's like, shots on me. Happy birthday. So I'm behind him going, because I like him. So I'm like, no.
You ain't got to do all that.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
And he's looking at me like, who does she think I am? I got the
Like,
bag.
this what I do.
Yeah,
like, I do this. Yeah.
You know, I
They
get
drinking
to
Martell.
it. You know,
$850 a shot.
She,
Martell. I ain't never even know what the fuck Martell was. I'm gonna get money, nigga, my whole life.
So I'm there. I told them I don't even want a shot because I'm stressed out now because I'm like, damn, I like dude. I wanted to get to know him, and now it's the end. Because this
now
is
it's
this,
the end. It's
yeah,
crazy.
because this check is going to be over 10. Easy.
Yeah.
In Robinson Cano, I mean, there was
Everybody
zillionaires
ordering
there.
2 shots.
You know,
let me get a double.
There was
shit.
dudes worth $100 million in the room, and this guy I just met that I don't know what his pockets are
Right.
yeah.
is saying he got the shot. So I'm like, I'm stressed
You like,
out.
oh my God.
I'm
what
stressed
the
out.
fuck?
So he paid, y'all. He pulled. I'm like, where did he even get all this money on him? Like, how did he? I didn't know his like background. I guess he's always been like a guy that carries around a lot of cash. I didn't know because I didn't know him like that. So he backs out the money. So I'm like, oh shit.
He really paid that shit.
I'm
Yeah.
like, and Keisha's like,
We like
So-
him now too.
Yeah. Cool dude.
right. So Keisha and everybody, she's like, come on the bus. Come on the bus. So I get on the bus. So she's like, yo, this is him. This is your guy. So I was like, it is,
That's
right?
fire.
It is.
Yeah.
And she goes, and she told her manager to go pay half the bill. She said, but we're not going to do that to him because I could tell you really like him.
Yeah.
So she sent the manager in and he split the bill with him. And
That's
so,
dope.
yeah.
That
And
was
she,
dope.
you know,
That's dope.
Keisha's a stand-up chick.
Peace,
so,
peace,
you
peace.
know, she
'Cause
did
she a
that.
G.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
a G.
Keisha.
That was, thank you, Keisha.
Yeah.
So then fast forward, we see Keisha a year later. She's doing a Foxwoods appearance or whatever, and we went over there to mess with her. And the first thing she said to Luka was, "Oh, okay, Gumbo, you still around? Like, you still here?
Yeah.
Oh,
dope.
okay.
Right.
Dope.
Maybe I might really like you now. Like, you know how she is. So
That's great.
That's
he's
fire.
been here ever since.
I love that story.
Yeah.
See, Wax needed to hear that because
Yes.
he's doing some bullshit out here in these streets. Y'all
gonna
don't have.
See,
When
nobody
I
wanna
tell
play
you,
with
he
him.
We're gonna
needs
find
therapy.
somebody. We're gonna find some pussy for Wax that's medium rare.
Medium rare because
yeah.
he don't like
Yeah,
the,
he don't
he
like
don't
it.
like
He
it
don't
well
like it
done.
well done.
He don't like it well done.
I actually
We're
do
gonna
like
find
it
Wax
well
some
done,
shit.
but I don't.
It's not
wanna-
giving. Nah,
Yeah,
he don't
yeah,
like
yeah,
to keep
yeah.
it.
I'm scared of good pussy. Bro.
Let's get into some topics though. Mari
got?
Stoudemire, y'all know him. He used to play for the Knicks and all that good stuff. So he punched his daughter in the jaw.
I don't like this.
What?
So they're not sure whether it's the 17-year-old, the 14-year-old. By the time y'all hear this, maybe y'all will know which one it was. But he punched her in the jaw
Ouch.
for disrespecting his mother.
Ouch.
So she was being really
even
nasty
two.
towards his
Ouches.
mother, giving her attitude, whatever the case, they locked him up. But he punched his daughter in the jaw. Now, when it comes to like discipline, you have kids,
Yes.
right?
2 boys
All
though.
of y'all.
2
I'm
boys.
not gonna lie.
I don't have kids.
2 boys though.
It's
But
not
I'll
like,
choke the shit out of my nieces.
I can't like say I can condone it, but it's happened to me before, like in the heat of a moment.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't punch his daughter in the jaw, thinking like she's a nigga in the street, like I'm gonna punch my daughter in the jaw.
Mm-hmm.
He saw his daughter disrespect his mother, and he just reacted. That shit was like a reaction.
It's so crazy. I said the exact
He
same
did
thing.
say the
So
same
I'm
thing.
not like taking up for him, but
Me neither.
it's happened before.
Mhm.
So I know how that shit feels. And then for him to get locked up for it is really even fucked up even more because his daughter probably feel fucked up like, damn, I was out of pocket.
Yeah.
Dad punched me in the mouth.
Do you think she thinks that, or does she
I
think
don't know
she's
what
the fucking
one
mother?
day, though.
I don't feel that any man should have to ball up their fist to any woman.
Did I
because-
not say that
And
to
I-
you?
and I
I
told
mean,
you the exact
Did
same
I
thing.
not
I
if
don't
he
think so
smacked
either.
fire out of her, that'd be
Little
one
different.
thing. You know, open hand. That I mean,
Punched her in
Totally
the
different.
jaw.
but punch her in the jaw.
Punching is
Y'all are
kinda
out of
wild.
I
line
didn't
to
say
even
it was
justify
right.
that.
No,
That's
I'm not.
weird.
I wasn't
it was
trying
not
to justify
justified.
I've never
No,
even heard
no,
him
no,
punch
no.
a man in the jaw.
It's not. It's
Most
not,
men
wasn't
that
a
hit women
justification.
It's
don't
not
really
justified.
fight men. Let's be clear.
I don't think he was even justifying
That's
it
a
either.
fact.
I won't say justifying. It's just like when you do something to my mom,
That's your daughter.
respect. I get it. That's my mom.
That's your
And
daughter.
then-
That's
and
your child.
If you're not respecting my mom as your grandmom, or you're not respecting me as your dad, then you become somebody on the street. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, never.
Listen,
Not your child.
I hear
Not
what you're
your
saying,
baby
but if
girl.
If your
No.
child is not making you be like your daddy,
I don't think he was right
then
for
what?
doing it.
Nah,
of
there's
course
no
not.
justification.
It's
At all.
never to punch you in the face. You know
And
what I'm
I
saying?
love my mother, but like that's my child.
So
that's
can
my
I ask you a
mother.
question, Lori? What would you do if your daughter or your son disrespected your elderly mother?
And it also depends on what she said and what
Yes.
she actually did.
I think punch in the jaw is
It's
crazy.
extreme.
I
know-
think choking a motherfucker up.
Got
I
it.
think shaking a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I think letting them know. But punching in the jaw is something
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do
that's
to
what I
another
told. I'm
grown
with you.
person
Man,
that's your
facts.
another
He killed that.
grown
His
man.
size,
Facts.
too.
He killed that.
But
Yeah.
also,
My
too,
reaction is like everybody else's. You get what I'm saying? We love our mothers. Some people
Yes.
don't.
Yes.
But I love my mother. That's like
Yeah.
that's my mother. She lives next door to me. You get what I'm saying? Like
my
that's
mama.
how much.
Yes.
And yes, I understand that. But again, certain things, stomping somebody out and punching somebody in the
Yeah,
face,
face,
anywhere
no.
in the face.
Kinda-
That's
it's
that's
kinda
some
harsh.
that's a even exchange.
No.
You got to be like me.
Yeah.
It got to be girl to girl,
Yeah.
guy to guy.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
punch
That's
a girl, a little girl in the face,
he
and that's your
coulda picked
daughter.
her up by her neck and threw her, and I would have been cool with it. Like,
Me too.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
like,
even gonna lie,
yeah.
but punching in the, you could have
Punch-
broke her
punch
fucking
in
jaw.
the jaw? That's
You could have
goofy.
broke her shit. Like that's not a man.
Ouch.
No, that's
Ouch.
not.
Ouch.
That's not sexy at all.
Yes.
A
he's
Yeah.
big
monster.
ass
He's a
nigga,
monster. He's a
7
monster.
foot ass
Yeah,
nigga,
yeah, yeah. Monster.
green giant ass nigga.
Stoudemire, I'm gonna whoop your ass if I see you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Stoudemire
I'ma
was a
show you
beast
what a woman
inside
really
in
could
the
do.
NBA. He was
I'ma
a beast
whoop
in
your
there.
ass.
If y'all would have had him on here, y'all would have fucked up. 'Cause y'all lucky.
Stoudemire.
I'm gonna whoop your ass
Nigga,
when I
that's why
see
you
you.
not on here, you bitch. Nah, that was some bitch
Yeah,
ass
punch
shit.
me, nigga.
Stoudemire.
Everybody in jail
Stoudemire,
should punch him in
listen.
the jaw.
Smoke. We got
I am
smoke.
not gonna
It's
fight
up.
your big ass.
Courtney.
You'll get shot.
The fact that you're saying
want
that
all
as
the
a
smoke.
grown
Fuck
man
outta here.
and
Nah,
he
he-
I want all
punched
the
his
smoke.
daughter in the face.
No, he was a
Nah,
beast in
we-
the.
You
He's
too
a
big
beast
to
in the
fight.
NBA.
You get what I'm saying?
We
You
got
too
beef.
big to fight niggas. You fighting your fucking child.
We got beef,
You a
bro.
clown.
I'm gonna let you know. I see you in the streets is up.
Period.
It's
Clown
not
shit.
cool, but Lord
And do
have
not
mercy,
run down
man.
on me because it's going to be a bow.
Period. Now let's talk about this money that everybody is coughing up, right? It's two different people. I just consider them from the same family because they write and read from the Book of White. Tristan Thompson and Kanye, right? They both have to pay up money. Tristan Thompson has to pay almost $10,000 a month for the child that he didn't even want to claim,
Okay.
and Kanye's paying $200,000 in child
Lord have
support.
I don't think that's
Jesus.
a lot for neither one of them, of men of their stature.
Not the 10.
Not the
200.
10. Kanye got it.
I get it. He got it, but
I mean, so what does it mean? Take care of your kids.
If 200,000 a month,
I believe that if he was taking care of his kids, that he wouldn't be on child support.
I respect that too, but
I mean, let's be real.
I thought. I mean, the
They
way
say
I
they
see
have-
it,
he
Kanye
has the
West?
kid- They say
Yeah,
he has
Child
the kids
support
30%.
200,000. Pay it.
They say
I
he
mean,
has the
what
kids
if he-
30% of
that's
the
what I'm
time, and they have equal
Well,
custody.
take custody of the kids or
Half
figure
the
something out
They
where.
got equal custody.
No, hold on. If you have 50-50 custody with
Yes.
with
It's
your ex
50-50.
or whatever, there shouldn't be any child support.
No way.
No,
Mind
there
you,
should not
okay,
any
let's be
child
clear.
support.
Don't forget about this. Kanye was a billionaire. He lost $1.5 billion in the past year. He's only worth $400 million.
Okay.
$400 million right now. Kim Kardashian, and I'm saying only because he was at the top of a
Yeah,
list.
for sure.
You know, from it was $2.6 billion altogether.
Yes.
He's worth $400 million. Kim K's still a billionaire. She has them majority of the time, which is 70% of the time. He's admitted this.
Mhm.
Also, it's yay. Like, whatever he's going through, right?
Right.
Respect.
Is he complaining about? He wouldn't complain about that.
He
I don't
agreed
think.
to it, but
Yeah.
people are saying because she has money, they have equal custody, he shouldn't have to pay.
People should mind their business.
I think Kanye
But they
spends
put their
that.
business out.
I think Kanye
Yes.
spends that when he goes shopping for clothing.
I think
That's what
that.
I think.
Listen,
I
I think
believe
he
that.
probably agreed to it so that he does it. He has that to give to them every month because Kanye's been known to spend an M a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets busy.
He also gave her the house that he bought next door to her. Remember? that
Yeah, for the kids.
Yeah, he gave her that too. But this is all stuff that he agreed on. But the lashback, right? Because you know he's getting evicted from 2 different spaces he has.
Yeah.
They're saying that he doesn't have money. Now, like, you know how you could be worth something and it could be wrapped up in companies? Remember, Kanye was
Liquid.
broke and in
Yeah,
debt
liquid is
before,
different.
right?
Liquid is different.
This
I
was
tell
a-
people this every
Definitely.
day.
Period.
Period.
200,
got bread,
200,000 a month
He got it. I don't
is,
think
then
he
is
got
that
it.
a
He
lot?
got it.
Because she's good though.
Hold
Does
on.
she need
no
that
Let's
money?
be
disrespect.
clear. Hold on. Let's be clear. Kanye has to do that, by the way, because when they just took all that money from Kanye, he had multiple businesses where he owes a lot of people a lot of money. Everybody that got laid off, those people are all due money.
Right.
So if he doesn't claim he's broke or even go bankrupt,
Yes,
he's
that's
going to
the
have
best
to
probably
give them
thing.
money that he doesn't have. Because I don't think what he owes is less than $400 million. For real.
Me either. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie, I don't
yeah.
either. But that's why, again, that's why people are saying that's not right that she's taking his money.
Kanye's smart, and Kanye's giving her the money. And you know what? I
He'll
think that
figure it out.
Kanye and Kim are cooler than we think.
Hopefully.
And she might be shelving some of that. I'm just saying.
FYI, he still
Hopefully.
owns a percentage of Skims, and Skims is one of the most successful
He
brands this year.
gave her Skims though.
Yeah, first of all, you could look at it and tell that
Yeah, he
Kanye created
gave
the
her
whole
that.
thing.
Yeah.
She didn't do anything. She's not creative in
And
that
also, let's
fashion.
be clear about Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian saved him from bankruptcy once before.
Did she save him?
Yeah, she gave
I think
him
he
bread.
saved them.
No, well,
That's what I think.
Yes, in the culture, but when it came to bread, remember he was going bankrupt.
But
And
remember,
she-
nobody was watching fucking Keeping Up with the
No,
Kardashians.
but she did. But she did go in her pocket and give him some bread because he was having trouble. Remember the whole Sway
Yeah.
interview? She's the one who bailed him out financially.
I didn't
She
know
was
that.
his wife. so-
Yeah.
I mean, he would have got the money. I don't like Kim
Yeah.
Kardashian. I'm sorry. Like, I don't, the Kardashians as a whole, I just don't. It's very demonic to me. I don't know. Maybe that's something else.
I think that
It's weird how everybody, like, Bruce is a woman,
It's
fucking
all
Lamar is
fucked up.
dead.
It's
Like,
all-
all the,
yeah,
it's
it's
like
all- it's
everybody
all
connected
fucked
to
up.
them. Yeah, it's very sad, actually.
It's
Yeah,
a
I don't
very
know
dark.
what their
It's a
thing
very
is.
dark situation.
Dark. I'm not going to say demonic. I like the word
Very
dark, a
dark
little better.
situation.
But
Very
I'll
dark.
say this: Kylie Jenner. I've met her. I've spoken to her. I've vibed with her. She's a real person. She's a good kid.
Peace.
I mess with Kylie Jenner, wholeheartedly.
Let's talk about Yaya Mayweather. So remember she stabbed somebody?
Yeah.
Where's the story on this? You got the
I
background?
think her
for me?
boyfriend's baby mama or something like
Let me
that,
see.
or her boyfriend ex or something
She's
like
So
that.
outside.
she stabbed. Yeah, she outside.
Yeah, she's
You know,
outside.
I'm not gonna lie, like because
Big
y'all
up
are
to Mayweather.
successful, right?
Champ.
And people know who y'all are. To have your child dating somebody that you know, this kid has fucking like 11 babies by 9 different baby mamas, and your child is the child. You get what I'm saying?
Our golden child does shit I hate every day.
And how the fuck do we stop this? Because if this my niece, I'm like,
could do it.
please, don't, you not fucking having a baby by NBA Youngboy. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if I gotta follow y'all. That's so,
Chaperone.
because she's on probation. Why the fuck is Floyd Mayweather's daughter on probation for 6 years, and she was facing 10 for a fucking rap? And I'm Floyd Mayweather. I'm sorry. But I don't punch in the jaw. That's when the punch in the jaw. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I
Not
would
by
never
him
do that.
anyway.
But that's some shit you
That would
punch a
be
kid in
attempt
the jaw.
murder. That would be attempt murder.
Because he knows exactly
charge.
where it's going.
Yeah, yo, you
yeah.
going
Attempt murder
to,
charge.
she was facing 10 years. You
Yeah.
stabbed his baby
You
mom.
can't tell
over a
these kids
rapper.
what to do, though. These
That's
kids are out
Soon,
of line.
like you say, as soon as you say do that, they're going to
Yo,
do this.
our son is out of line. He knows he's out of line.
For
But
real?
I love him. But you can't tell
Damn.
that. And also, too, with these kids, I don't even know where, like, what they go through. Like, there's social media. There's all these pressures on them.
Yes.
So Like, I want to strangle him. Like, I be wanting to beat him. I want to punch him in the jaw.
How old is he?
24.
Oh yeah.
How old are you, Kay? 24.
Oh, we gonna beat you up the fuck now, nigga. Come on to the stage.
We can take turns. We can take turns.
Yeah.
But I mean, these kids, they don't listen to us anyway, and I guess they gotta bump their head on their own, and it's painful. And sometimes I feel like I'm gonna go into the grave early over this kid, but there's nothing I could do. He's not gonna listen.
And think about it though, because one thing we know about Floyd Mayweather, right? He has a lot of women. That's one thing we do know. Mm-hmm. But he keeps his business very private, right or wrong.
Yeah.
So to have this on the outside and her doing things like this, it's like, what the fuck do you do?
There's
like
nothing you could do.
There's nothing. So even
less
like
you
with
do, the
Amari,
better
it's
it
the
is.
same
Ouch.
thing if you think about it, right? You have disrespectful children. And some
Disrespectful.
What the fuck are you gonna do about it, though?
There's nothing you could do. They don't.
It has to be
They don't
something.
care, and they'll tell you to your face. They
Fuck
don't care.
you and don't
I'm
fuck
grown.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, you don't know. You not outside.
Fuck you.
Straight fuck you.
Yeah,
Fuck
they
you.
don't.
Fuck
Yeah,
you.
Right now.
I'm sorry. Have any of y'all
Fuck
ever
you,
talked to your
motherfucker.
parents like
Yeah,
that?
he
You ain't
talk.
shit.
I'm not talking
You don't do
to
shit,
you.
motherfucker.
Fuck
You don't do nothing for
Good
me,
Oh,
motherfucker.
yeah.
Have y'all ever talked to your parents like that?
Me? No.
No.
So what's wrong with us?
yeah.
It's us
As a
then.
adult.
It's
Shit
us.
is
We
crazy,
teaching
bro.
wrong.
No.
Think
I'm
about
Yo,
it.
look, I had to take the shades off. Shit is crazy.
We not thinking.
He
we
He just
not
go
teaching
crazy
wrong.
on me. Look, he go crazy
He goes
on
crazy on
me.
both of us.
I
What?
would never talk to him.
Look. What motherfucker? I gotta do a video. That shit cost 15,000.
Yeah, he
Fuck,
did.
I will call Uncle Juice.
Yeah.
Start foaming from the mouth.
Where
The
did we
clothes,
stop with
the
the
clothes
respect?
cost
Kids count
7,500.
money and everything.
The
That's
video
what you
cost 10. Huh?
Louis
Right.
Vuitton.
What the
Da-da-da.
fuck?
They're
What the fuck you want me to
entitled,
do?
they're spoiled brats, and I want to beat the shit out of this kid.
But where did that stop?
Yo,
you
what the
think?
fuck?
We
I-
have respect, right?
Yo,
you
I-
would talk respect.
Yo, what?
He calls you that?
Yo, this shit is crazy.
And then
15,000. You crying over 15,000?
Listen,
Y'all get on the jet every
Is it
week.
because y'all were being too cool when they were
What?
younger?
I
Yes,
treat my
he-
son
That's
like
what
I
it
treat
was.
my best friend.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
that's
does.
why.
And I told him
And that's
that
fucked
wrong.
up, but
Do you
that's
feel like it's a backfire?
No, yeah, it's a backfire because me and
I-
him have
It
issues
is.
because I'm a parent. I'm
yeah,
a mom.
She always
Yeah.
tell
So
me
I
like,
tell
yo,
him
that's your
straight up, I'm
son.
not your friend.
That ain't your friend.
I'm not your
That's how I
friend.
am.
Cause this
Yeah,
motherfucker
I'm
be
not
like,
your
she be like,
friend.
yo,
My mother
you
never played with
crazy?
me.
I bought this motherfucker $100,000 car. He got a condominium, and he talking about that motherfucker was in the Bronx, and he talking to me like that. I put this nigga in Jersey, and
You know when you put kids on punishment, you take their iPod
Yeah,
or whatever
yeah,
away.
their
When
phone
I
and
tell
shit.
you, you would have been sleeping on a motherfucking street in a box or with a bitch until you figured out how to have some respect.
They got some girls.
That's
like that.
how I
Then
don't.
he's
Wax.
gonna go to the Instagram and say that we ain't shit. These kids have.
I don't even know this kid.
Yo, these
that would
kids are
be me.
crazy.
I would be like, I don't even know this
Yo,
kid.
these kids
it
are
could be myself. I
crazy.
don't even. I never met this kid.
and
a
then
day in
hold
my
on,
life. Like-
hold on, cause he get everything right.
Yes,
Then he comes back and says, "Oh, yo, my bad.
Ah,
I love
He's
you.
a cancer. He's manipulative.
I love you.
I hate him.
damn, y'all.
I hate him
Yo,
and
you
love
the
him
best.
at the
Y'all
same
not
time.
convincing me to have
Yo,
a
there's
kid.
a
No
thin
Yo,
lie.
you
line
the best.
between love
You the
and
best.
hate.
You the best ever.
Oh my God! All
You the
right,
best.
man. We gotta get into Black excellence.
Yeah.
We got the president of Harvard. You sent me that.
Oh, that was before. I thought that was I sent you two. I texted you.
You did. I want to shout her out really quickly. So she's the
Yes.
president of Harvard,
I seen
and
her.
she's a black woman.
God bless you.
Oh, he's trying to leave now. Look. No, just kidding.
No, I'm like, yeah, he ain't like that shit.
Man, fuck your life.
I'm not gonna lie. I see the little kids be disrespectful to their parents and
Ouch,
shit.
I hate it.
I can't. My sisters used to be a little disrespectful
Yo.
to my mother, and I used to wonder. I fucking hated
Yo, the
them
best
'cause of
line
it.
Kanye ever said was, "Fuck these kids. This ain't your mama house." That's the best line I ever heard.
Period. Can you find that for me really quickly though?
Yeah,
while
I
find
don't
this
play
other
around
stuff?
with none of mine. I see my nephews and them talking crazy, and my sister and them. My sister and them already
Yeah,
know.
you know
like,
I used
your
all the
uncle on
ones
his
you
way.
sent me.
Their whole day.
Yeah, I
they
was
aight.
always the aunt. I would choke the shit out your kid, and my sister would check me like, "Why'd you choke
Okay.
Justice?" And I'd be
I
like,
got the
"Cause he
ones you sent.
disrespected you,
Can you
and he
find
know
that?
not
He
to
know
do
better.
When she's
in
the
front of me
president of
ever
Harvard.
again."
My nephews do not even play around. My sister, they
Exactly.
might
Can you
talk
just
back or whatever. 'cause the
screenshot it and
father's
just
not
send it
there
to
and
my
stuff.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Uncle Wax come. It's all about respect because if you can't respect home, this is always a teaching moment. If you can't respect here, the nigga in the street ain't gonna show you the love. I'm gonna
But
show
you gotta choke your kids early. You gotta
I
get them
believe in
early.
that.
Gotta
'Cause
get 'em early.
now,
I believe in
now my daughter, she knows not to play with me because I've
Early.
I got my ass with one good time, and that's all I needed. My mother would bang on the table and be like, if I gotta, and I'm like, no, you good, sis.
My mama. I'm scared of my mama right now.
Yeah, she don't want no smoke.
Okay, so let's do some
Terrified.
Black excellence. Jason Lee, you know that's tour guys, boo.
Oh, Jay, what up?
So he got chosen, the chosen personality by Rihanna.
Okay.
And this is to show the baby's picture. They had a son, you know, A$AP Rocky and her.
Fire.
And so what happened was the paparazzi snuck a picture of the baby, and they were blackmailing Rihanna.
Yeah.
They wasn't going to show a picture of the baby. And she decided to reach out to Black media, which is Jason Lee, a friend of the show. He's been on here many
Shout
times.
out to him.
That's
Shout out
my
to Jason
boy.
Lee.
I love him. And she reached out to him and said, you know, I prefer Black media to be able to release these photos other than what's happening to me getting blackmailed. So she reached out to him. She sent him videos, photos, and he talked about it. And I think that, first of all, we all love Rihanna.
Yes.
It's
We
really
love
Rihanna,
Rihanna.
but I'm going to
We
call
love
her out.
Rihanna.
We love Rihanna.
We love her.
And we're always going to support her. And that's so fucking fire. Because I've been at, like, on carpets, and my interviews go viral all the time. But there's definitely been issues where I've been at the Grammys, like a bigger award show, where a white publicist will take a Little Nas X and walk past and go to the thing next to me, you know?
Yeah.
Even though I've had Little Nas X on my show more than once, you know? And I'm like, okay, girl, if I really needed to have an interview, I would. But they do treat Black media differently. You're at the end of the carpet. And I didn't know this because I just started doing this, you know? And like 2 years ago, well, when Kobe, so 3, when Kobe died, I did my first carpet, and it was the Grammys, which is crazy because some people can't even get on that carpet.
That's facts.
So for that to be my first carpet, and then for Kobe to die in the Staples Center, it was bad.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. And to have to do interviews through that and try to pick people up. But like at the same time, it's like she's showing love to Black media, and she's one of the biggest artists in the game, and we need to follow suit with other artists. The other bigger artists, make sure instead of going to Vogue and Vanity Fair and this and that and giving them, even with Meg, it was a big issue because she went to all the white publications. But then when she came to us, it's like, don't talk about this. But you told Vanity Fair a whole story about getting shot. Like, why not us? We got to support our own. Like, that's why,
definitely.
you know, y'all are a part of Black Excellence as well. We have y'all in there, Gumbo
Thank you so
brand.
much.
Thank
We
you so
appreciate
And
it.
that's
We appreciate
because
that.
we have so many of us that are locked up over
Yeah. Cannabis
weed
crimes,
and,
yes.
you know, things that they're literally, the government is making money off of this shit,
Facts.
but still got us locked up.
Yep.
So the fact that in an industry where they tried to push us out, y'all have found a way to literally brand y'all shit, have
Thank
everybody talking about Gumbo, doing it as a couple
Definitely.
is fire. So
Thank
like
you.
Black Excellence is it's gonna
Appreciate
go out
y'all.
to y'all as
Yes,
well.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on
And yeah, but shout out to Jason Lee, Rihanna,
Yeah,
shout out to
Rihanna.
y'all. And
Shout out to
we-
ASAP.
period. And
He
because
scored.
he's one of the flyest niggas in the game as well. I love them as a couple. To me,
Yes.
they're like they're
I love
dope.
them too.
They look good
They're
together.
super dope.
Yeah, they're dope.
Y'all got to do something that would be dope as a joint collab.
Even though ASAP, when I see you, you know, I gotta tell you something.
Okay, bro.
They remind me of family
Look, I'm like,
members.
is that good or bad? I'm not sure.
It's good.
Okay, it's good. Okay.
He's a good kid.
And then last
He's
but
a
not
great
least,
person.
Yeah.
Very respectful.
Very
Yeah.
respectful.
anytime I've ever come across him, very dope. Rihanna as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to see her perform at the Super Bowl. I'm going out. Y'all going out there?
Yeah,
I
I
got
think we're
to.
gonna do an installation there. But I just want to touch on what you were
Cowboys.
talking about. I think for the media to do that to her is disgusting because for some reason, brown people, we get extorted or
Yeah.
we get threatened to be
Always.
murdered. We have different problems than a lot of white actresses
Yeah.
and singers and things of that nature. You don't know who's plotting to kidnap that
There you
woman's
go.
child.
Come on.
So for y'all to do that is disgusting.
Very disrespectful.
You know, I'm half Italian. In the mob, they always said leave women and children alone.
Yeah.
Period.
You don't do stuff
no
like
gangster
that.
who fuck
Kids should
with
be
them.
out of the mix.
That's
If you
like,
know
Period.
that she has
that's
not
out of
showed
order.
a picture of her child, why the fuck would you take a picture
Yeah,
of her child?
that's
in the
out of
private?
order.
That's
Yeah,
That's some weird ass shit. Y'all niggas are weird.
but
and
they never get in trouble for any of that,
Of
right?
course not.
Yeah.
Drastic times call for drastic measures.
Yeah.
There you go.
And we're going into a great depression and a great recession.
we are.
And
Right now.
People
these
are desperate.
They just will do anything for money. And you look at it, right? Because you want to support your black people, like
Yeah.
you just said, sis. And we want to do that for one another because we want to be symbiotic. We don't want to be parasitic.
Right.
We don't want just to be a parasite to the situation. We want everybody to eat off our organism with its gumbo. And a lot of times when you do that, as being black and brown, because I'm half Puerto Rican, my father's Puerto
Me
Rican,
too. Let's
and my
go.
mother's black.
Okay.
So with that being
Yeah,
said,
you the only nigga in the motherfucker. Okay, straight.
so
Narcissist.
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 That must come from. Okay, we'll
Yep.
talk about it later.
Yeah, come
Go
on.
ahead and
So-
say it.
Don't entertain his bullshit, please.
with that being
Slave.
said, like you can even go support your people and support their platforms and shit like that, and then you'll really do it out of love and respect and admiration of what we're supposed to be doing as a whole together, right?
Yes.
And then you'll get up and go to the bathroom, and they'll ask you, they'll send you an invoice. Like, we do the show with you, it's great. You
Yeah.
know, you the sis, like, we really rock with
Yeah.
you, like,
Yeah.
years and years and years.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
history. That ain't no mystery.
Yeah.
But then Alexis goes to the restroom. We wrap up the show, beautiful show, everything's good. You know, me, you, and Leo talking. And then, bing, I get an invoice.
That's crazy.
And then I got Uncasa telling me, like, yo, Boogie, that's more production. Like, if he would have asked for it, you would have just gave him 10 bands.
That's a fact.
Like,
Right.
if you're hurting.
We have to be better
See,
to each other.
communication
too.
kills
Yeah.
assumption,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. Let's communicate. Because we're givers. I give because I have because I give. Therefore, I will never be without.
God bless us.
And I'm
That's
giving
how every
to the
man
culture. I'm giving to my people.
There you go.
I go to junior high schools, high schools. I give away coats, money, my time, which is most imperative to anything.
Period.
Period. People
And,
Very
um,
expensive.
Like I said, I'm doing this to leave legacy to my son so he doesn't have to work, because no disrespect to my father.
Well, so he can have his own business.
So he
not
can talk
that
to
he
y'all
doesn't
crazy.
have to
No, I'm
work.
joking.
I'm sorry. So he can have his own.
revamp
So he can have his own
Because he
business.
don't want to work, but we're gonna make sure he has a
head start,
business.
a head
Like
start.
You
none
get
of
it?
these
You know what
kids
I'm saying?
want to work.
Like she said before,
Be clear.
anyone that's
That's a fact.
obtained a stamp under Gumbo or came along with our franchise, they've obtained buildings, homes. We fixed their credit. Alexis and I own multiple homes in Long Island where we just fix them up and, okay, sis, you want to do a crib, blah, 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 whatever. And, we do this because we want to see our people excel and elevate. But you got to want to do it for yourself.
Right.
Right? I just can't be like, okay, I'm going to put you on and I'm going to give you something, but you don't even want the work to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's
man.
be clear and go back to the topic of Rihanna. Rihanna bought her country out of debt from England. Like, this is a woman who bought her country out of debt from England.
Let's not forget she got robbed in the beginning of her career. She could
Yeah,
have gave
like
up.
you're talking
coulda
about
gave up. She was
you're
broke.
talking about a woman who is one of the most powerful women in the world.
Period.
That people don't give enough respect
a
on
fact.
Rihanna's name.
That's a
Yes.
fact.
You get what I'm saying? So
You don't
for
think
her
so?
to
I think a lot of people give her
For them to
respect.
be able to do what they
I'll
did with the
say that.
baby?
They do. They give her respect because of what she's done for the culture and like fashion and things of that nature. But as a human being,
The baby picture was crossing
Yeah.
the fucking
yeah,
line.
that's what we
she's
saying.
Really
Like,
a
you should
yalla.
never
Respect.
even
They
be
were
able
out of pocket
to
for that.
disrespect. But they do that to people like us. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
they get away with it, and we do nothing about it. That's the problem. Even with, like, going back to, like, Chris Brown, when he couldn't do the Michael Jackson tribute. That girl is cool with Chris Brown now. They're
Yes.
fine. They moved on. How you punish him and had him do some shit when you
that
knew he was
did,
going to
and also
rip
that
the rug
he did
underneath?
when he was like 21, 22 years old.
But we don't
bro.
do. But what do we do? That's the problem. We don't do anything.
Look what they did to homeboy with the video. The Brooklyn player. I forget Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Yeah, look what they did to
But we
Kyrie.
didn't help him either.
that's
No,
fucked
but Netflix is still
I'm
running.
like, we didn't help
No.
him either.
No, but
I'm laughing because
Yeah,
it's
laughing,
every
but we
man
don't
for
help
himself.
nobody.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
It's
but
a dog eat dog world.
fucked up.
It's a crab in a bucket mentality.
Fucked
But only for
That's
us.
why motherfuckers ain't got shit.
But
Period.
only for us, right? Because the Jewish people stick together.
Everybody
Yeah,
except
everybody
us.
else.
Stick together.
Everybody else
Kanye
but
said
us.
the only thing we own is braids. That's what he said. But Kim
Is he
Kardashian
wrong?
took that and ran with
But
it.
is he wrong?
She
though?
had the 2 braids and was wearing it all
No,
the time.
he probably braided it for her.
I'm not. So I get disappointed with us. Like Versus. Versus was such a big entity. Any interview I did, I'm talking to 50. I'm talking to Fat Joe. I'm talking to Nicki Minaj. I'm talking to her. And I'm talking to them about Versus. And what happens is 2 powerful black men own Versus. Swiss Beats, who we all love and know,
course.
and he's
Swiss.
family.
Shout out to Swiss,
Early.
He's
alhamdulillah.
family.
Bless.
And Timbaland, who I don't know at all. I don't know
That's
if y'all
my
know
guy.
him.
No,
But either
love.
way,
Tim is love.
listen,
Love,
I don't
love.
care if I know him or
Tim
not.
is
He's
love.
black and he's winning.
Yeah.
Go
Yes.
Timbaland,
Tim
okay?
is
Tim all day.
That's it. But what do y'all do? We build it and we help them build it. And then they sell it to white motherfuckers who didn't even pay them. Let's be clear.
Let's be clear about this. It's gonna happen the same way in the cannabis industry. Big Pharma's gonna come along and buy all this shit, and all these motherfucking niggas, excuse my language, and all these black people that obtain these licenses ain't gonna be shit.
No way.
And guess what, you guys? If you're gonna sell your license, wait for the millions.
Yeah.
Your license is not worth
You don't even know what you have, what you
$100,000.
obtain.
Your
What's
license
more
is
important?
worth at least
You just
$10
selling
million.
it. You
What's
just
more
giving it away.
important? You know what
If
I
you
mean?
wanna, if you wanna do something with your license, contact me.
Okay.
Contact
Please.
Alex Major
Please.
at 917-364-7122.
No,
I'ma
please,
call you in
I
a
will
little
put
bit.
you with
Serious.
another brown person and cultivate
Yeah,
your
like,
license.
for real.
You guys are
Like-
selling your licenses for shorts.
For
Yes.
nothing, for
and,
pennies.
and you don't even understand what this means.
This is your 40 acre and a
This is
mule.
your 40.
Yeah.
You,
You're
you
giving
got,
it away.
You got a 40 acres in a mule.
Motherfuckers
You
is
got
crazy,
your
bro.
reparations, and you're like, yo, reparations?
Word.
Sell
Y'all
it
don't
off.
know what y'all
Yeah.
got.
What
So
are
we're
we?
sell off
gonna-
land
By
too.
the time they figure out what Alexis and I did, we'll be billionaires. The first black billionaires. in the
As y'all
cannabis
should
That's
be.
a
space.
certified fact.
As y'all should
Fire.
be. So we're all investing in gumbo. We're all gonna buy
Yes.
gumbo.
That's right.
We
Thank
can't turn around in 3 years and see gumbo being sold to a white
It will never
No.
happen.
company that has more
doubt it.
money.
It will never
No.
happen.
We just want to make sure, because we know that, because that's why you sitting with us, and
No.
that's why we telling everybody this is what you
No.
need to be smoking. Not
We
only
not
because it's
selling out.
fire, because we
No.
fuck with
We
y'all
are
and
not
everything.
selling out. We are black owned. See, we're one business and one brand, Alex and I, that we just don't say like, oh, we own gumbo, like, and then somebody else owns it in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, also too,
Like, you gotta
we
stop
put our
that
other
shit.
people on. Like yesterday, we were in a cookie store who we're partners with.
Yeah.
And one of the ladies, she was like, I heard her. She was like, now I only smoke gumbo. Can I get the gumbo? So I was
Period.
like, oh, what up? Say you smoke gumbo? I'm.
And we
I'm
brought them
one of the
gumbo.
co-owners.
Fire.
So we bought it from him. But you know what she
fire.
said to us? She said, but you know when I'm in New York, I get that jambalaya gumbo. But guess what? Jambalaya is the next one to come. Like, we put our people on, and
Right.
we're bringing them through the system, too. And we're not doing any Diddy deals. No disrespect to you, Diddy, but then people need to get their money.
Disrespect
But you know what I'm
then.
saying?
Fuck it.
Right.
No, I'm
But you know
just
what I'm
go ahead,
saying? Like,
yeah.
we're not trying to bamboozle or hoodwink or anything like that. We're really letting people get to the bag and helping them get to the bag and showing them the blueprint, showing them. Because,
Yeah.
you know, even coming from like the Def Jam days,
Yeah.
you know how people were. Oh, no, you got to pay your dues. You
Yeah.
got to do this. And they would make it so hard for us to work that ladder that I personally had to say, fuck Def Jam. I'm going to go and be an entrepreneur.
Fire.
And I'm going to have, and even Skane, shout out to Skane, they know, I had the bag when I walked in the building.
I
You
know
get what I'm
that's right.
saying?
Okay.
And so, like, just know what you get yourself into. And by the way, Kanye's not wrong. Everybody needs to read their contracts.
That's a
read
fact.
your contracts. If you can redo your contracts, redo your contracts.
Get a lawyer. Some
Get a
people
law-
don't understand that.
It's
Like, I had a
business.
homegirl.
and get a lawyer for your lawyer, too. How about that?
too. I had a homegirl. She was doing a show. She asked me to plug her with my lawyer. I did. I'm like, you could be getting so much more money than this. I read her contract. Like, I said, you could be getting so much more. You know what she did? I linked her with my lawyer. Gonna cost a couple dollars, but you're gonna make so much more.
Yeah.
She signed the contract. No lawyer looking at it. Nothing. And I'm talking about. This is a grown woman.
Alex and I had a couple of friends, right? They were in the NFL. So Alex would always tell me, oh, this dude is worth such and such. And I just be looking at her like,
Yeah, but.
right?
but
Hold on. Because I don't do sports. I don't watch sports. I'm not entertained by sports. My sport is my falooz, my money, what I do every day. That's my sport. So I don't get entertained by another man running up and down the court, the field, the ring, whatever you guys are into.
No.
Sheesh, I play football.
Okay, we're gonna edit
no,
that out.
They're like, damn, I play football.
That
What
part
the
is
fuck?
never gonna be heard.
The tights make us run faster.
Yeah. Look, Wax, that's what I've been calling you all these years.
Shut up! I'm not listening to you.
Yo, edit that out.
I need
L'Oreal.
more.
I'm so
Look
sorry.
at
I'm gonna pass.
Shout out Black Excellence. Yeah,
Yeah,
but so really quickly, we're going to shout out Dr. Gay, y'all. She is the president of Harvard now. She went there and since like 2005, I think it said.
her name is Dr. Gay.
No, you're gay is what I said.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I said Dr.
There's
Gay.
nothing wrong with being gay. By
No,
the way.
it's not.
And it makes
Wax-
total sense.
He came out on the
Holy
show.
shit makes total sense.
I get it.
That makes
But
total
she
sense.
is the university's first black leader and the
Dope.
second woman. So we always got to show love to that because while everybody's talking about Coach Prime and him leaving HBCUs, let's talk about the black people that are in Ivy League schools, and that's
Actually
going to
doing
bring in
good.
more black people. Let's be clear.
Yes.
That's where, if it's the prestigious
But
university.
what was wrong with him leaving that school? He worked that job for free for 6 years. And by the way, maybe he did it also to showcase what he could do as a black coach. How many head black coaches of universities in the NFL are there?
I'm not
Slim
going to
to
lie.
none.
I personally don't think he should have left.
Yeah, I mean,
He was doing it for free.
but he wasn't doing it for the money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but
why
also-
are you leaving then? You're
Bro,
not
this
done.
man lost 3 toes last year from playing the NFL, playing NFL ball. He deserves a check. Let him
He
get
don't
his
need
money.
that money though. He has money
That's why
already.
he walk like that.
Yeah.
Shut up. Okay, he was on that little wheelchair thing. Remember
Yeah,
that?
he
Okay.
lost 3 toes. Like, let that man get a couple dollars.
I ain't
You
mad
know,
at the
get
$5 million a
You
year.
don't
I'm not
know
mad
what-
at that.
Listen, you don't know what he's gonna go back to. He might go buy the university.
No,
after
let
he
me
makes
tell
his
y'all
money. You don't know
something.
what he's gonna do.
We're
It's not how
fucking
you
up.
start, it's how you finish.
We're fucking
with
up,
you,
and it's
Prime
worse
Time.
than the versus thing because the HBCU schools should be backed by the people like us
Alumni.
that have a couple dollars. I didn't even go there and
I
I'll
did.
put
I'm a
money into
football
the
Yeah,
shit.
fact.
And I need to do
And
better.
I just feel like we should have our own shit. Do y'all understand? We went to school, and what do they teach us? The history that they want to teach us. They
Period.
erase our history. Our schools is going to teach us what we need to know. The fact that we're not backing our own schools and we talk about teachers not getting paid enough, but we don't do anything about none of that stuff.
Facts.
So at the end of the day, these are our kids that we're educating. And we need to do something about it. And I don't even have fucking kids,
You have
and
the
I
best
want to
person
fucking
in
pay
place.
and figure out. And I do put my money into stuff like that. But that's why he's wrong. You went to the most white college that has a 3% black people,
Yeah.
But you don't
but you're
know-
bringing black students.
Hold on,
Cool,
but
but you could
wait.
be such a fucking help in the HBCUs, and you could bring your peers to come coach other fucking
get them some more
schools.
money.
Don't leave.
But hold on.
Why would
wait,
you leave?
Wait. We don't know what Primetime has set up. There might be a whole black staff there now that he put in place at that
At a
that,
white school, I don't give a fuck about that white school. Do
no,
you get what
I'm
I'm saying?
talking about
No,
at the
HBCU,
HBCU. He might have set them up. Like, have you watched?
But it's not Coach
everybody's
Prime. It
watching
doesn't
them.
matter. But they come in
Now
because
because
of
of
him.
him.
We don't care. Like
The students
it's
is coming
fucked
because
up,
of
but
him.
we don't care because it's just a black staff. But that's the problem. You know how many football players don't have no fucking money, but they could coach these teams, but they're fucking lazy,
Most
and
of
they
them.
have a name, and they rather do a podcast, go coach at one of these fucking HBCU schools,
Yes.
bring attention to them, bring in the money.
Marquise
More
What
money.
the
Daniels is
fuck
doing.
are y'all doing? Now, Master P son went, and what happened? He got injured, and they couldn't afford to pay for his injury. He had to leave the HBCU. That's a fucking problem.
No, that,
Where
Huge
was
problem.
anybody
Now, that's a
with some
problem.
fucking
Huge
money?
problem.
That's
but
a
because they
problem.
don't have enough money. They don't have Harvard money. Are you kidding me? You know the price for Harvard versus Howard? And that's
Also,
our Harvard.
Too, let's be clear. I don't really
The vice
know.
president went there.
I don't count anybody's pockets, and I don't know what Primetime's real pockets look like. Because let me explain something about money. If you played football, you got paid a certain amount of money.
Right.
Now, when you stop playing football, you're not making that money
Same
anymore.
lifestyle, though.
So you have the same lifestyle, but now you have to budget in that lifestyle.
If you giving away your salary, Alex, you don't need that money.
He might not have needed it at the time, but you don't know. I don't know what he has gone
He
through.
can
or
get
what he's
money
going through.
anywhere right now.
You
It don't
don't
got to
know
be
that.
from the HBC.
That's what we perceive.
You know why
They
I
give him
know
$5
that?
million a year.
I could guarantee there's a brand like Nike that would throw a fucking shirt on him, and because everybody's talking about him, they're
Yes.
going to pay him.
Yes.
He doesn't need that little check over there.
The other game will
do
do
what
that.
you got to do. You're
Ads and
Deion
I don't know that.
fucking Sanders.
I don't know.
You have the biggest name.
Yeah.
It's just like Herschel Walker. They voted for him because they knew the name.
That's
they didn't
it.
know who the fuck. They
Yeah.
just knew the name.
Yeah.
Your name, your branding, as y'all know, and that's why Gumbo is so important and it's so known because y'all got your name everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders' name will be everywhere. You could get a check anywhere. Stop playing with me and tell me you can't
But
get it
we
from that
don't
fucking-
know where he's
Like, stop.
going with this. We don't know where he's going with this. It might
Tell
turn
us
into-
then.
He
'Cause,
cried.
Gary, I
He
don't
cried
wanna
the other
hear you,
day.
but tell us.
He cried the
I
other
Tell
day.
us. Tell us
Listen.
what you're doing.
Listen,
Because I want to know,
he
too.
might turn that whole university into a
Tell us.
into a school
Them white
that
people ain't gonna let that happen.
They not.
No, we don't
And
know
they paying him, so
that.
they got it kind of.
First of all, we don't even want to be where he's going. Like, furthermore. But
Damn, Deion Sanders is one of the greatest
love
of all
Deion,
time.
but that's
Like
what
I
we saying.
can't.
that
love
we
him so
need
much.
him. We
That's what
like,
we need.
please,
Don't
don't
go
leave.
over there.
You get what I'm saying?
You know
That's what we
I'm
saying.
Especially if you're not doing it for the money. His whole thing wasn't, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing it for this, a goal.
The crazy thing is, I could have worked for a certain company, right? But I chose my company because it's a black-owned company. So I chose Radio One, Reach Media, because Kathy Hughes
is
owns
dope.
it.
Yeah.
Wendy Williams, Charlemagne, Miss Jones, they all came from there. And with me, I'm so pro-black. But we sometimes don't even trust in ourselves, and that's the sick part.
Well, you know what? I agree with you because before me and Luka did Gumbo, I got an offer because I used to work for a company that was corporate, right? And we'll just say corporate in general. And I made a lot of money doing that corporate job. I was a corporate buyer for
Right.
one of the biggest retail chains. And after I got done doing that, they gave me an offer to go to Brooklyn into the hood
And basically buy
and buy all the brownstones and buy out the community and offer people money door to door.
right. People that
and-
live there their whole entire
And they
lifetime.
offered me a percentage
Get it
and
done.
they offered me money on top of every home that I got them to sell. I would have been a millionaire times 8.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I would have been through the roof. However, when they pitched that to me, I looked at them and I said, "Are you out of your mind?"
I have a fucking conscience.
Like I could never look at myself in the mirror knowing that I gentrified
Shysting
the
people.
whole community.
Yes.
You know,
My community, my people.
my people. And they're like, "But Alex, you're different." You know that's how they talk to you.
Yeah.
You're different.
You're
One
one
of
of
us.
us.
Yeah, one of
You
us.
want it, like you're different. You know, you're smart. You talk. You know, proper. And
These
then
people
you're
are
just like,
disgusting.
They'll
yeah,
never
you're
get
just
me.
looking like
Disgusting.
what?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But in the same note, a lot of black people would judge me because they'd be like, "Oh, she thinks she's white. Look how she talks." Da 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 da. Like, you know, there's prejudice on both sides.
Yeah, it is.
You know, but you have to live with yourself
you
and
gotta do
live
the
with
right
your
thing for
heart
yourself
and
all
live
day.
with who you are. So I always say we all need to do better and be better. Period.
Right.
Yes.
Don't be a
Integrity.
Dumbo.
Integrity.
Yes.
Don't
Don't be a
Integrity.
Dumbo. Get you some gumbo.
Gumbo. Yeah,
Yeah.
smoke some gumbo and get yourself right.
Right. All right. So we're going to get into the last segment of the show,
What's that?
and that's Wax's
Oh,
ABCs.
easy shit.
Wax's ABC. So Wax is dumb. So we always like to do certain things like make him read or like whatever, and it
read.
never works
Went
out
to Lincoln
well.
High School.
So we're going to give him this word. He has to give us a definition. He's going to use it in a sentence. He's going to say what it is. And he's going to, today you're going to make a fucking song because I feel like dancing. So you're going to make a fucking song. So tell us what this word is, Wax. So it's PLUTONOMY.
All right. Again, I went to Lincoln High School, so you know.
Oh my God. Do you have to
Every
start that off? every
time you have a E or a Y at the end of anything, if it's an E, the second letter is silent, but it's a Y, so the third letter is silent. So that's PL, tone, and me. Oh my. So that's PL is Platon My.
Can I help him?
No, let him struggle alone.
Platon my. Platon my.
But that's what it looked like.
He said Platon my.
That's what he
Can I
said.
help him?
No, please. So what does that mean? Platon my.
My Platon. I had a Platon. You know, I used to be in the band. And I
That's
used to throw
a
them shits.
baton. That's a baton. No, so that's something different. I can tell you that much that that's not it.
I thought it was a Platon. You used to throw them shits up in the air. But that's my definition because you know I'm half something and I don't know exactly what it is.
You're half
Besides
what?
shit. I'm half
Clown?
something. Shut up! This is my shit.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead.
So now that I'm gotta listen to L'Oreal. Platon my is where everybody sit there and because all the time I used to throw the Platon up when I was being in the band. I used to throw it in the stands. I used to throw it up so high. You see what
That
I'm
makes
saying?
total sense.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I was like the Platon guy. So I
you
used to
can't
throw
say
this
that.
shit up.
Oh my God, you can't say
I used to
that.
throw the
Wait,
Platon.
but did you use it in a sentence? You didn't.
Yes, I'm about to do it right now.
Yeah, do it. Go ahead.
All right, so I was in a band and I was so excited and I went up there and I was throwing my Platon and it hit this old lady in the head. And
That's what. So it says Platon is what that is. What you're telling me that says.
That's Platon my, so it's my Platon.
So it's read like Arabic backwards. Like I'm confused.
Because of the Y at the end. Anything with
Okay.
a Y at the end. the
Are you
third
gonna make a
letter
song
sounds-
out of it, or what are you gonna do?
Platon my. Let me see if I can make a song out of
Yeah, this is
Platon
about
my.
to be fire. Because I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to the songs, this nigga comes through. He may not know what the fuck that shit say.
Oh man.
Come on, don't fail me now, nigga.
Well,
Come on.
baton. Usually, people that throw batons are like very.
That's-
I'm
You see
telling
what
you.
I'm saying?
No, this nigga can play
That's
the piano.
special.
No,
Nigga,
when I
yeah.
tell y'all, he knows how to play the piano like motherfucking
I bet he knows how to
Mozart.
do all that
I'm
shit.
saying he can
I'm a
play
pastor.
drums.
Oh.
Go ahead, sing the fucking song.
All right,
nigga.
Platon my. Why am I so high? Platon my.
I'm not gonna make you sing no more.
All
We're
right.
done. What is the word?
Platon
Toward
my.
God. Come use this.
Does it have something to do with platonic?
No, so the
What does
word
it
is
have to do with-
platonymy.
Come on.
And
Come on.
platonymy refers to a society where the wealth is controlled by a select few.
I hit the lady with the fucking Platon.
That had nothing to
That
do
was a
with what
select
you
person.
just said. That had nothing to do with what you just
You
said.
think about it.
Anyway, Alex and Gumbo, where can they
Thank
get
you.
them some gumbo? Where can they follow y'all? Where can they find y'all? What y'all got coming up next? Tell us everything.
My at is at Alexis Major. His at is at FLYTRAP_Big Gumbo.
And at FLYTRAP Official Blue Check.
Peace.
And then you can get our products at www.thegumboshop.com. You can also go to cookie stores,
Maywood.
Haywood, soon in every 22 state that we are legalized in, that we
Let's
have
go.
licensing,
God bless
and
us.
15 countries. Like I said, 1/21 of 23, we will be in Bangkok, Thailand.
Period.
The first black cannabis company
Let's go.
in
Early.
Asia. In
Congratulations.
Asia.
Period.
Asians.
Right.
About to
We will
smoke
be
that good.
there, and we're outside. We're everywhere, and we're gonna be smoking big gumbo in Asia. Asia.
And they see you on every podcast in the past couple of weeks. Y'all been really
And we're
moving
gonna
around.
keep going.
And y'all
Keep going.
y'all gonna
I
keep
love the
going.
movement.
So y'all need to reach out. Make sure y'all go get the products. And we
Please.
always gonna support y'all. Y'all come back whenever y'all
Thank
cause you
you.
know y'all
Thank you so
family.
much.
It is what it
We're
is.
so proud of you too. We've
Thank
seen
you.
your growth.
Thank you. I
Fire.
And we're
appreciate
here
that.
for y'all. And we're
Yeah,
going to
definitely.
take Whack with us.
Yeah,
some
Whack,
help.
we are gonna save you.
Damn,
we
why
gotta.
gotta be whack?
Cause he's whack.
X.
Cause you're whack. That's
Wax.
why.
He
And
on that
shout out
wax.
to-
I'll
talk to you right
I think he's on that wax. I'm going to give him
We
some
need to
wax.
take Whack to the mosque.
I know that's right.
ASAP.
Shout
like
out to
it.
Juice Lee too. He's in the building.
Juices for life.
All that
Madison
good stuff.
Square.
Juices for life.
Y'all know how I feel about Juices for Life. We've talked about it numerous
Blessings.
times. So that's what I said. We in the building.
But he
right
just
now.
ate a chopped cheese with me, by the way.
Yeah, you ain't have to blow him up like that, sis.
So you can listen. So you can be healthy and drink juices, but also you can enjoy yourself.
It's all about
Don't think-
balance.
It's about balance.
Right.
It's not about ODing. Some people
one
think
thing
they have
that-
to do that, and that's it. Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that's right. You
Yo,
watch
one
it
thing-
down with
One thing
1942.
that Juice Lee taught us is that to put more living things in your body,
Definitely.
more life instead of death.
That's
So,
a fact.
you know,
Yeah.
like you can eat fruit in the morning instead of eating a turkey bacon sandwich.
Yeah,
or,
thank you, Juice.
You know,
Right.
bread and stuff like that.
Damn.
So
You might have
he's
put 8
definitely-
years more on my
he's
life.
definitely shown and showed us how to implement juicing in our life and just substituting certain things for other things like Armageddons. That'll fill
You
up
know,
for the
you know I
whole
know how to
day.
make all that, right?
So,
you
yeah,
know I
he-
could make you an Armageddon right
Yeah,
now if I
so
had to.
He told me,
What's dead though? You put in your body?
like
Dead meat, like
carcass.
Oh,
Beef,
meat.
chicken.
he
all
eats
those
all that
things.
stuff.
Yeah.
Wax eats all of that.
The more living things like
More.
trees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
eat a
definitely,
tree,
but
Wax.
it's a
Yeah,
balance.
let him eat a
it's
fucking
a
tree.
balance. And one
I
thing
hate
I
this
respect
guy.
about Juice is that he doesn't like try to like make you turn into something that he's not, or
Peace.
just because he owns a business. He's just helping everybody, be better. And that's what we should all be doing, right? You should
Yes.
smoke
Right.
gumbo. It will help you with so many ailments in your body that you won't have to take prescription drugs and ruin
It's
your
vegan
life.
too.
Yeah, and it's very
Vegan
vegan,
weed,
and you can
early.
eat it too.
Love is love.
You know?
It's vegan, baby.
And that's why I
Love
said
is
in the
love.
building right now we have so many powerful
Yes.
people of color, and we
Thank
always
you.
gonna support
Thank
each
you.
other, and we
That's
always
right.
gonna keep it
Really,
going.
really
We're gonna
dope.
get out of here. Bully and the Beast podcast.
Yep.
Make sure
Bully
y'all rate,
and the
review,
Beast.
subscribe.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Bully
And
and
we'll
the
see you
Beast
next
kiss.
week. That's right. Bye.
Yep.